Welcome back, everybody. And today, this is Repzilla here. I'm going to be addressing a situation that's been pointed out to me by a couple people that I think are just truly contemptible scumbags. Um, I'm really upset by what I have seen here. Now, I want to highlight a couple things that were sent to me on Twitter. And I want to just call out the person that sent this to me because I am absolutely disgusted by what I have seen here and how this is damaging to my community. So, as you can see here, somebody has been in my Discord taking screenshots of my general chat. I have no clue who this person is, but for some reason, they thought it'd be important to highlight that I got a new member in my community, a good man, a great friend of mine personally, known as Sammy Vapor Studios. Now, for those of you who do not know Sammy Vapor Studios, another up and coming talent on YouTube, a valued and treasured member, a great friend of mine, and it hurts me and it offends me dearly that you would have people trying to put this man's life at risk by pointing out that he's been sending hentai to minors. Now, I know what most of you probably thinking. Whoa, Repzilla, what is this? Why would you stand up for this man who sends hentai to minors? Well, I mean, let's be clear here. They are 14. And, when I was 14, I looked up hentai online too. So my community is a place for where all the young minors can come in together. I ID check all my mods. I get the phone numbers of all the little kiddies who come into my server. And Sammy is just helping them develop as adults. And I find it truly disgusting that somebody would try to turn this into a big deal. It's clearly a non-issue, but this is just these crows people just going out there slandering me, libeling my community, slandering my community. I am truly disgusted over here. Now, when I was notified, right, I took immediate action over here to handle what these people do, right? Just lie, manipulate people. It is. I'm truly sorry to my community. You have to put up with people like this, right? But I did the best thing that I could do when it was pointed out to me that there was a man sending perfectly non-controversial hentai to my viewers. I hit the block button, because this is what you have to do when people point out that you have grown adults sending hentai to minors. You need to hit the block button, folks, right? You got to protect your communities and let all the little kiddies watch all the hentais. And I just got to say, shout out to Sammy Vapor Studios. He's got the best hentai out there. He's got the big booby hentai. He's got the gooey tentacle monster hentai. Wow, we even had Power Cynical in our server last week to look up some fat furry dragon porn hentai, all courtesy of Sammy Vapor Studios. And if you're a little kitty, all I can say is please join my community where we keep you safe and we give you all the hentai you can watch. Now, I wish I could say that this is where this whole controversy ended, but these people are just some of the worst people out there. And unfortunately, they have pointed out I have maybe another member in my community that potentially people need to be warned about. And I just have to say, I am truly, deeply disgusted and offended that they would be calling these people out that are part of my community. First, we have this Sammy Vapor Studios guy. Great guy, amazing guy, good friend of mine with the best hentai out there. But now they've been pointing out to me that there's a member of my community, another good friend of mine, known as Angry Slug. Now, a lot of you may think, oh, Angry Slug. A lot of the things that have been said about this man, completely false. Completely false. And as you can see, here he is. He is a good friend of mine, chilling in my Discord server. This is the community that I have fostered. Little kitties, grown men who send hentai to little kitties, and of course, a man who has been uncredibly accused of doxing. All right, uncredibly accused, not credibly accused, uncredibly accused of doxing. All right, and it's these people, they take everything out of context. Everything out of context. As you can see here, Angry Slug said this information was public. Now, they're trying to accuse this man of doxing more than 7 people, names, addresses, everything, all because he linked to a website. Well, folks, I'm sorry. How was Angry Slug supposed to know that a website that literally said docs on it literally had doxes on there? I mean, that is an easy mistake anybody could have made. Anybody in my community could have made that mistake. Doxamon sounds like a fun game. It sounds like a game I would like to play. I'm sure all the little kitties with all the little hentais would love to play a little bit of Doxamon. And I'm sure that's what Angry Slug was up to. And I just want to say I will not be removing these members of my community. It will not happen. I will absolutely refuse to condemn these men. Good friends of mine, great members of my community. And I am done with this bullshit from the Crows of Judgment, from this Steve D. person. I ask that you leave me alone. Leave me alone, Steve D. That is it. That is it for this stream. I'm out. Steve, you are a cold-hearted piece of shit. Steve, you're supposed to fucking say something. Jesus Christ. God damn. Steve just went straight up AFK the entire time. He's still gone. He's still fucking gone. Steve, fucking say something.
I'm alive. I don't know what happened here. I don't know. Oh my god, Crow! I was trying to send you a super chat, and my thing kind of died. But I'm here now. I guess I'll try to send it after. I missed your last part there. Did you show how we were showing that Slug doxed 7 people when he was trying to say I'm a doxer in Repzilla's server?
Oh man. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't show the whole thing. Yeah. So guys, to those of you who are unaware, yes, I did let Repzilla know that he has a creeper that purrs on little kids who sends them fucking hentai on Discord. And I tagged Repzilla. I told him, hey, you have this man in your Discord server where you've told people that minors are safe in your Discord server. You should probably do something about it. And his response was just to hit the block button immediately. Dude, holy shit. Get rid of the pervert who sends hentai to minors from your Discord server that has minors in it, you fucking idiot. This isn't like a personal beef thing, you dumbass. Get rid of the adult who sends hentai to children. Holy shit. How irresponsible can you fucking be? I don't want to hear some garbage about, my head Owie just made it so hard to think. Oh, he finally did it?
He did yesterday. He did yesterday. Oh, I don't know. You may have been too wrapped up in the diploma stuff to see. But he banned Sammy. He didn't ban Macy. Macy had to leave herself, even though Macy's a doxer too. And now he's chilling with Slug in there. So, good times, good family. Good
okay. All right, Repzilla. You're welcome, bitch.
Yeah, so he took your advice. He's not going to credit you for it. He's not going to thank you.
Of course not. It's okay, buddy. It's okay, buddy. See, I'll actually have your back. Other people will just tell you, man, Repzilla, everything you did was a good thing. You're the best person on the fucking face of the earth. Man, it's awesome that you have this grown adult who sends hentai to minors in your server. I'll at least tell you the fucking truth, you fucking idiot. Jesus Christ. And, hold on. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Just because somebody comes to you wanting to talk shit about me, right? Because I know that it's either talk shit about me, talk shit about Steve. Let's bring him in. Let's make him part of the fucking family. Dude, you fucking idiot. You absolute fucking idiot. As a responsible adult who talks about how safe his server is, I suggest you put out a comment on your fucking Discord server that anyone who has had contact with Sammy needs to get in touch with you immediately. You fucking idiot. You were absolutely complicit in that because you fucking allowed it. Mister, I have the safest community for the minors and the little kiddies in my community where I collect their little phone numbers and I just let them watch all the hentai they want.
Oh, that's the other thing. That's the other thing.
Dude.
So he doesn't have his cell phone verification role set.
I saw that.
It's real simple, reps. All you got to do is go in and flick one setting over that says that you need a verified cell phone number in order to join, and then you wouldn't have so many alts in there. Like, I wouldn't be in there. Come on, man.
Oh, man. But yes, Angry Slug. Hold on, because I want to be very clear here, right? I've been told by, well, actually, you know, I'll be nice here. 2 different people in the commentary community. One reached out to me to leave their comment on a YouTube video. One left a DM. Okay, I'm not gonna go into it because it is supposed to be private. But you know, fuck you, dude. I'm gonna at least bring it up about how, you know, we're wannabe fake YouTubers and all this other stupid shit, and that we really need to watch the content that we put out there because, you know, it can be really taken out of context.
Someone said that in DMs to you.
A little bit threat-mantic. Okay.
Come say that to me in my DMs. See
right. But I looked at it, and this person actually associates with Repzilla, right? Okay, and they may be involved in this whole thing about, you know, the friends, our circle of friends, our friend group. How we're canceling fucking Lucky Phil, right? You fucking idiots, and your buddies with Repzilla, who I guess is also in the friend group, who has Angry Slug in his fucking server. You fucking morons. You fucking morons. I can't. I fucking can't. Hey, fuck your friend group. I don't want to be part of the Mean Girl Squad. I was a member of the fucking chess club growing up. And the anime club. I was never a member of the Mean Girls. Oh, man.
I feel like I'm a member of the Mean Girls now, but I was the only one in the chess club at my school. They thought I'd bring people in. I guess it didn't work.
Well,
I still got to go, like, skip school to go to the fucking tournaments and shit. That's why.
Steve, hold on. Let me be very clear here. Threatmantic is not a wordsmith. It's literally from Fairly Odd Parents. Come on, guys. How do you get?
You're a wordsmith.
It's from Fairly Odd Parents. All my references, all the words that I use are from fucking cartoon shows. You guys got to get that. Yes, Rodimus, yes. Yeah, actually, I used to love that show. That's why it pissed me off when I found out Dan Hartman, or what was it? Is it Dan Hartman? I might be getting the name wrong. Dan
Schneider.
No, the fuck you mean Dan Schneider?
Dan Schneider was a guy who was a very bad man.
Maybe. I have no clue who he is.
We did a whole stream on him. He wanted like the feet pics. Dan Schneider wanted the feet pics. He really worked on iCarly. No. I thought maybe he did.
No, not him. Not him. God, I'm blanking on the name. And I don't want to. I don't want to say
Butch Hartman.
Butch Hartman. Thank you. Yeah. I used to love those shows growing up. And then I found out, Dan runs Nickelodeon. Thank you. I mixed the two evil minds together. But yeah, no. It pissed me off to find out Butch Hartman was such a piece of shit because I used to love those fucking cartoons growing up. I did. They're great. Even when I was like fucking teenager, like fucking early 20s, I still watch those fucking cartoons because, you know, I never grew up. But Butch is hard, man. Oh boy. But since we're taking shots at people, you know, I heard that we were punching above our weight class, right? And I thought maybe instead what we could do is talk about somebody else, right? So somebody who's a little bit of a softer target today because they are a massive piece of shit. And if you're giving this person a pass, what the fuck is wrong with you? Right? I'm talking about fucking Unirock. Unirock TV, Unirock 2, Unicuck, Unibitch, the man, in quotations, who, how do I say this? So for those of you who are unaware, Katie Joy, without a crystal ball, is going through a lot of fucking heat because she doxed Creepshow art, right? That is the worst fucking thing you can do. Fucking dox and Creepshow art. Holy shit.
The worst thing is specifically doxing Creepshow art. That's the worst.
Yeah. You know what I realized? you know, don't get me wrong. I think that's fucked up. I think it's wrong. I think she should have been canceled for many other things, right? And I don't like cancel culture, but like the shit that bitch has done, right? She should not have a fucking platform. Okay, we're not talking about someone who said something slightly offensive. She released the medical records of a 9-year-old girl. Okay, I want to be very clear with everybody, right? Without a crystal ball, release the medical records of a 9-year-old girl. That dead fucking silence. Whoa, Kimosabi. Not going to say shit, right? But, she docs Creep Show Art. And automatically, oh my God, she needs to be taken down. She needs to be, moral fucking outrage intensifies. The actual fuck is wrong with you people? She died. She released the medical records of a 9-year-old child. It surprises me what like pisses people off. And this is not me taking a shot at just people who do commentary, or it's like literally everybody, right? Because you look at the hypocrisy going on with the TikTok situation. You have people on TikTok trying to cancel fucking girl who said that in like a year she wants to have 100 million followers, and that was apparently going too far. And then you have another TikToker who's grooming a 13-year-old, right? Got caught with the 13-year-old, is still trying to maintain contact with the 13-year-old. Dead silence. I mean, guys, let's not call her out. She's like 19 and slightly attractive. We can't say shit about her. It surprises me, like, what pisses people off, right? And I'm starting to realize, like, look, a lot of people don't have any fucking integrity. And I do love the people who watch the show because, guys, you'll call me out when I say something wrong. And I love that. And I can talk to you. And, you know, I love engaging with you guys, right? Steve, when you do fucked up shit, I'll call you out.
Sometimes. When I tell you that I did
when I find out about it, yeah. When I find out about it. But, look, Unirock has done so much fucking worse. Now, I'm going to give you the rundown of events here. And I brought it up in stream before, and I actually have the case in front of me. But essentially, Unirock was good friends with a guy named, I don't want to say good friends, but in association with somebody named Steve McRae. Well, hold on. Well, let me address this one comment before we jump into it, right? Because this is going to be a long explanation. So let me just see this. Why did I get a racist in my notifications, Crow? Okay, all right. So for those of you who are unaware, there is a person on Twitter, right? And look, I've never experienced this before, right? But this fucking moron, right? They sent me a tweet with their diploma in it, right? This big
no. Aura said not to talk about this for some reason.
I'm going to talk about it.
Okay,
I'm going to talk about it first. Let's see.
Okay, actually, it doesn't really say much.
God damn. Look, I just want to address it really quick, right? Because I get it. I understand it. This idiot sent me their fucking diploma, right? It in public, not in a DM, not anything that was going to be private. RSN was literally in that same tweet thread, right? And in their tweet, they quite literally said, oh my God. they quite literally. Oh, did she call you a yellow skinned or something or another? Yeah, she did. She said some racist shit. Wait, why is she's calling me racist? Fucking hell. Oh, that bitch is insane. Look, okay. She was in this hot little Twitter beef, all fucking up on her bullshit, right? And for some reason, in a tweet thread with like 8 people in it, including herself, right? That's public, that anybody could have seen. She posted her fucking diploma, right? And the thing is, I want to be very clear here. I was told later that even if you try censoring it the way that she censored it, right, you can still actually look into it, which I think she should be very careful about and stop posting photos of it, but she's not that smart. I'm going to stop just because, holy shit, it's so stupid now. But essentially, she tweeted that out to me. I saw it. I screenshot it because I'm like, wow, this bitch is so dumb. Like, not because of the information there, because I was like, what dumbass goes and says, I'm smart. Here's my diploma. I'm smart. I'm the smartest. Like, that's kind of why, right? Anyways, she goes ahead and fucking tweets this out. I showed it on stream because we're all fucking laughing at her because apparently that was malicious. And no, bitch, I wanted to laugh at you. Okay, nothing malicious about it. I found it fucking hilarious. Well, after the stream, she dropped a comment on my video saying that good job doxing me or something stupid like that. And I was like, what the fuck is this idiot talking about? I told her to wipe her ass with her diploma, right? Which I know, a little bit mean. She then sends me a DM on Twitter, not being like polite, not being nice, but being pretty upfront, saying, I don't want this information out there. She did threaten to hit me with a privacy complaint, and I was like, I responded to it, and I wasn't being a dick. I said, if you hit me with one, I'm going to win it because it's your own fucking tweet.
Well, and you can just blur it. Like,
yeah, I mean, that's
48 hours to do shit like that for a specific
and I mean, that's and that's the thing, right? I kind of figured I would do that anyways, just because she was tweaking out pretty hard about it. Anyways, I went to bed. She had asked me to put it on like private status, but I was like, well, the stream's not rendered yet, so nobody can actually access it. Or at least that's the way I was thinking it worked, because you can't see it from the homepage of the YouTube. Anyways, it got up around like 3 o'clock. And I was working because, unlike a lot of these fucking losers, I literally have to go to work and, do an actual job. I guess the diploma didn't help her with that. But I messaged her like in the morning saying, hey, it still hasn't finished rendering. I'm going to go to work. I'll be off in like 8 hours. I'll go ahead and take care of it. Well, in the span of that 8 hours from when I went to work and when I got home, she went to like everybody's fucking Discord servers, started spamming people on Twitter that I was doxing her, that I leaked her docs. And I'm sitting there going like, are you fucking kidding me? You literally fucking sent it to me and 6 other people in public without urging for whatever fucking reason. And I'm going like, how the hell am I supposed to know you want shit like that private? Right? Because I've been doxed, right? And I was very careful about protecting my information. It still got out there.
Let me ask you, Crow, is it illegal, or is it like showing private information to just be browsing Twitter on stream? No,
it so literally, like, she put it on fucking Twitter. Like with people she was beefing with. And the best part about it, her own tweet, she calls RSN rape stream, right? She literally calls RSN rape stream. And he's in the fucking thread that she posted the diploma in. I'm like, if you're worried about me, why are you worried about that guy, you fucking idiot? But anyways, the moment I started being nice, I was like, look, I'll go ahead and, I told her I'll go ahead and censor it. I'll take it down or something. I'll repost it, right? She then got extremely fucking nasty and demanding. And I wasn't, anyone who knows me knows I really don't pay attention to my Twitter DMs. And I guess she got really upset because this bitch ain't my fucking girlfriend or my fucking wife, right? And I don't like give her the time of day. Well, I'm like, I told you I would handle it when I told you I'd handle it when I got home from work, honey. I said I'd handle it when I got home from work, honey. But yeah, no, like I don't know. Crow, you still showed her degree on stream, knowing the community we run, and important to make sure to blur private info. Even if she was dumb enough to post on Twitter, lol. Yeah, no, and that's why I said like I was gonna go ahead and censor it, because I kind of understood that she was just an idiot. I really didn't think that she was trying to keep information like that private, because she posted on fucking Twitter. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Anyways, she then said that I never she just started fucking straight up lying today. And by that, I mean, she said that I refused to like contact her, that I didn't message her in the morning like I said I would. And I was like, I fucking did. I feel like I'm arguing with like my ex in fucking high school, right? I felt like I really felt that fucking energy. And I was just like, God damn, I don't want to deal with this. Aura went ahead and talked to her, trying to calm her down. And she went fucking ape shit on Aura too. I feel so bad for the guy. Anyways, that's basically what happened. But when somebody else started arguing with her, Ragnar Bloodshed, right? Nice guy. He went ahead and started arguing with her, saying like, you're fucking lying, right? You're just, I'm not going to say her name just because, she's immediately going to scream that I'm doxing her. So I'm not going to fucking say it. And I mean her literal like fucking Twitter handle, because she'd lose her goddamn mind. Yeah, she said she doxed her and she feared for her life. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, God damn, I have more important things to do than fucking your stupid shit. Anyways.
No, you deliberately doxed her.
Fuck, right? Fuck. Anyways, I'm somebody else there arguing with her, started saying like all this stupid shit about me too. I saw that she said that, doctor. I was like, excuse me, because I've already told you I'm going to be fucking dealing with this stuff. I'm at work, right? I can't edit the streams at work. I can't do anything at work. Like my work computer cannot be done for that. But you know what I can do? She doesn't seem to understand. I do have a cell phone and I can respond to people on my cell phone. So that's what I was doing at work, basically. Shit posting, fucking arguing with people on YouTube. Because, you know, I get into it. You know, it was a slow day at work and I had the time. But I couldn't really get anything to work from my work computer. And, you know, honestly, it's not a good idea to fucking do that stuff at work anyways. I get in trouble. You know, I don't want to like...
Get you in trouble, crew.
Well, you're not supposed to be on YouTube at work. I don't. A lot of you don't know that. You're not really supposed to be doing that at work. But she's like, he has the time to argue with people on YouTube, but he won't edit his stream. I don't trust him. I'm like,
does she know how rendering works?
I don't think she understood anything. Anyways, Aura talked to her. Aura asked me, hey, can you just private because this bitch is psycho? I'm paraphrasing. He didn't actually call her psycho. Those are my words. He also didn't use the word bitch. That is also my word for this psychotic cunt. He also didn't call her a cunt. That was my word for this psycho bitch. Just so we're all clear here. Yeah, I did go ahead and private it. When Aura told me, hey, can you just private? I said, yeah, sure, whatever. And then I got home. I went ahead and the first thing I did was actually edit it because I said that I would do that, right? Not trying to be a dick. She got into this stupid ass argument and she fucking said something about me being like crusty and brown or some like really stupid shit. I'm just like, what the like, why are all these people like super fucking woke third wave feminist people just cannot fucking wait to go mask off fucking racism, right? I've never understood it, right? The most progressive woke people in the fucking world just cannot fucking wait. Just take the mask off and go full on racist. I've never gotten it, never will get it, but that's essentially where that stuff started happening. Danny, I didn't see her calling me a racist. I didn't say anything about this woman's ethnicity. I had no fucking clue. I called her a fucking racist. I called her a nasty, lying, manipulative fucking racist because she was being a nasty, lying, manipulative fucking racist. Anyways, I thought it was funny. I was having a lot of fun with it. But the thing that like got me, right, for someone who keeps talking about how she's in fear. She's in fear for her family. She doesn't care about herself, but her family. The most selfless person on the fucking face of the earth, right? Then puts out a tweet to this other guy telling him something like, I hope you don't live with your family or loved ones. And I'm like, that actually sounds like a fucking threat. Like, what the fuck was that? And mind you, I'm over here fucking shit posting, right? And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this person? But apparently I'm insensitive and I don't take people's safety seriously. And to that, all I have to say is, and I want to make this very clear for my entire audience tonight. Okay, everybody, listen to me. Whatever you do, if you are arguing with someone over Twitter and there are multiple people tagged into the fucking thread, right? The very last thing you should do is take a photo, right, of yourself holding your diploma up with your fucking name, university, everything, and blast it out to everybody, okay? Just simple word of advice. Don't fucking do that, okay? Because, look, I know that probably goes without saying, and I know most of you are probably smart enough to understand that, but I literally argued with a college graduate, right, who did not understand how that was like one of the dumbest fucking things you could possibly do. I mean, you know, to be quite clear here, guys, I only have a high school education. I never went to the colleges. I didn't get a minors in criminal psychology. I don't have a doctorate. I'm not a PhD. I'm not nothing. I'm nothing. I grew up poor in a fucking trailer park. I lived in a goddamn trailer park where I had to share fucking. We had 2 rooms, I think, maybe 3 rooms. And there was like 8 of us living in this fucking thing. Okay? I got nothing. I got fucking nothing. And even I know not to put out my full fucking name and the name of my university, or like in my case, the name of my fucking job, onto fucking Twitter with people that I'm arguing with, who I'm calling like the worst fucking things possible. You fucking idiot. Oh, dude, their diploma is probably from Monsters U. I would have believed that. Crow has a degree in bad lighting. I'm sorry. I've tried the best I can do. We're probably going to be getting Jasmine's ordered something because Jasmine's now doing TikTok, by the way, guys. Lady Crow is going to be on TikTok. So I want you guys all to follow Lady Crow on TikTok. I will give you her. Let me make sure she's okay with you guys having her handle. Right. She's really excited, but at the same time, you know, you never know. You never know. I got to check with her. Anyways, I'm sure she'll be excited to talk to you guys and go over it with you. But I don't have a TikTok. I haven't a tick or a talk. Lady Crow, that's a cute name. She's Lady Crow. 3-point lighting, it helps a lot. Actually, you know, I will take that into consideration. She got a ring light, and we're gonna see how that works for her videos, and I may wind up getting one for myself too, because the lighting in here is not the best, and I have tried to make it as good as I can. But we'll try to get that done moving forward. It'll be helpful for the videos and everything. I think during the daytime it works a little bit better. I'm way off topic though. Honestly, I'd say community colleges are somewhat better. Universities brainwash dumbasses into mindlessly following the narrative. You know, honestly, maybe that's it, because I honestly started to think that fucking Repzilla's TBI was contagious or something after that shit show. She thought it was cool to take the photo. She posted it, and now she's the victim because you pointed out how stupid she was. Thinking that one there, Crow. Kenny. Essentially, look, I understand that it was a stupid, dumb thing to fucking do. That's why I said, you know, wipe your ass with your diploma at first, because she didn't ask me to fucking censor anything. But then she did, and I said I would. And then she said that she filed the privacy complaint on my channel anyways. I was like, whatever. I mean, we'll handle it in the morning is what I told her. And I messaged her in the morning, said I'd fucking handle it. In the morning, stream wasn't available yet. So I went ahead and said, I'll go ahead and handle it when I get home from work. It's exactly what I did. Lady went insane all day. The only thing I can say is, look, if you're concerned about putting your family in jeopardy, let me be very clear. Yeah, my word, won't be sending that photo out to anybody. Okay. But maybe get on your hands and fucking knees, go to the man that you like to call Rape Stream, and ask him very politely to delete that photo if he happened to save it, because he was in the same fucking thread as me, you dumb, daft bitch. Okay? And I'm only saying that because you were one of the nastiest fucking people that I've ever had the displeasure of talking to. Right? And this was after I said I would fucking do it, right? I didn't need to be pressured into it. She tried to claim that the only reason why I said I would fucking censor it is because she said that she would fucking... I had no clue that this idiot filed a privacy complaint on my channel until after she fucking did it. And after I told her that I would go ahead and censor it, right? So, you know, that's how she treated me the moment she found out that I was cool with fucking taking it down. Just started getting all nasty and shit. Really, really just displeasurable conversation altogether. But there are 6 other people that were in that thread. Okay. I don't know these other people. The only one that I actually happen to know from the stream last night is RSN, the man you call Rape Stream. If you're really this concerned about your personal information being out there, maybe have a conversation with absolutely everybody in that thread and be like, please don't send it. Don't just delete it if you have it. All right. It was a dumb move on my part. I would suggest doing that. And by the way, before I get accused, I haven't even talked to RSN about any of this stuff, right? As far as like this girl or like, I thought it was fucking hilarious. But if you're that concerned, you basically have to go to the guy that you called Rape Stream, called a rapist. Okay. I know that he saw a lot of shit that you were saying to me today, and you have to ask him, and I'd suggest a much less abrasive way, just to not be a dick. Good luck. I don't know RSN as a person. I would urge him not to ever share that information. I'm sure that he'd be amicable to that request, But you do like to call the man rape stream amongst a bunch of other shit. And at this point, everybody knows that you're basically a fucking rapist who like you're rapist. You're
Wait, who are
basically
you
a
calling
fucking
a rapist
racist.
now,
I was talking about the fucking dumb bitch.
She's not.
She likes to fucking call people fucking rape stream and everything. But no, look, you're basically a racist, right? You've literally insulted me for what'd you say, fucking crusty and brown, right? Racist, okay? That's you. You're a racist, and you have to hope. You have to hope, with all due respect, that the person you call rape stream, all the people that you have insulted nonstop and been just the nastiest piece of shit to, don't have any issue with you. Personally, you're not worth my time. It was a headache dealing with you today. All right? Awful person, racist, nasty, lying, manipulative. All I have to say on the subject, just caution other people have that information, because there were 6 other people in that tweet thread. I suggest you have a much more polite conversation with them, because I'll let all of that stuff go. I'll make fun of you relentlessly. I'm never going to fucking stop. But, I'll let all of that stuff go. You just need to, like, talk to these other people. And I suggest politely saying, hey, this got out there. I want to make sure you didn't have it. Because what she doesn't seem to understand is, just because you deleted something, if it's in somebody's notifications, they can see the deleted content. I didn't know that you deleted it at the time. That's why the screenshot I took isn't of a deleted tweet. But strongly suggest you realize that. Anyways, let's jump into this. Who's calling you a
hypocrite? I don't know how I'm a hypocrite. I mean, like, explain. If I am, here's the thing about hypocrisy, right? If I do something stupid and then my reasoning for not doing that stupid thing again is just because, like, oh, well, I already did it, I might as well do it again. That's fucking retarded. So maybe I am a hypocrite. What am I a hypocrite about, though? And I'll tell you, I am a hypocrite right now. But I don't know what you're referring to exactly.
I kind of feel like it's one of Slug's alts.
I mean, I'm trying to think of an example where I have been a hypocrite that I can, like, say, like, yeah, in that instance, I am hypocritical. But I think,
I would actually say, hold on. I said I would hold you accountable when you need to be held accountable. So let me just point out, Steve is 100% a hypocrite. He talks all the time about how great America is, but then he keeps his fucking ass in Canada. Massive fucking hypocrite. Fucking hypocrite.
I tell people not to do drugs, and I do drugs. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you want me to admit to being a hypocrite to?
Well, don't tell people what drugs you do. I'll get in trouble. Oh, it's not a Slug alt. Okay. We used to debate on the regular. I caught him debating poorly.
What? I've never debated anyone on the regular, though. Like, I'm not really a debater, unless you couldn't tell by the fucking Slug debate.
Well, I mean, the Slug debate was great because he basically could mute you whenever you were talking. That was fucking fine. Anyway, so apparently Slug is starting shit in Repzilla's server. Repzilla, I know you fucking can't stand it when I tell you something, but I did expose the fact that you had a potential predator who likes to send fucking hentai to minors, and because you're not, like, completely fucking remedial, you were smart enough to get rid of that person. Let me be clear, Repzilla, because your friend circle doesn't like doxers, I really suggest you. Oh, just got kicked from. Did you, Rev? Did they kick you from it? Oh, that's my God.
Interesting. Because, like, yeah, no, Slug is a verified doxer at this point. Like, he was all, oh, show me the evidence from before. Now, you call me crazy, but I don't document every little thing Slug does. And I've only known about him for a few months, I guess, like maybe 5 months tops. So anything before that, I'm not going to have fucking evidence of. But he did dox 7 people the other night, and we got evidence of it. Multiple screenshots from multiple different devices.
I mean, listen, every single person in commentary, as much as they hate us, right? And that's fine. I like not being fucking one of the conformist little bitches. And I love dealing with your guys' audience because you've really trained them well. But every single person in commentary has already pointed out that Angry Slug is a doxer. He does false flag people. Repzilla, for someone who just made a false doxing allegation against somebody, it's probably a real bad look that you're continuing to let a doxer chill in your server. Okay? I know that one of the doxers left, but Repzilla, it's going to be a really bad look when all these other dudes want to come on the fucking pedestal and talk about how they don't allow doxing. They don't allow doxing at all. They don't take doxing. The doxing ain't allowed in their fucking communities, not in their friend circles, and you are chilling with a fucking doxer. Word of advice, bad fucking luck.
Man, just go ask Repzion about fucking Angry Slug there. I'm pretty sure he's not. He'll tell you probably.
Oh, no. Hey, Bo. This Steve over here, that's not Steve McRae. This is Steve DeLive. They're both named Steve. Wrong Steve, buddy. Wrong Steve. Okay. We're gonna get into it. Don't worry. Wrong Steve, buddy. Wrong Steve. I was like, what the fuck there you go. About? Yeah. Oh man. Okay, so well, look, Repzilla can do whatever the fuck he wants in his Discord server. I, the gentleman and scholar that I am, have warned him of a potential predator that sent hentai to children. And he was smart enough to take my advice, even though he's too much of a bitch to admit it. But look, just be very clear. You now have a well-known doxer in your community. I suggest you take my advice again and you boot his ass out. Okay? Or don't. You're a better man than I am, apparently.
I mean, take his video ideas. Make some videos on me. Did you see the DM I sent you?
Oh, wait, what? Let me see. Oh, gosh, what is this? Oh, my God. What is... Oh, wow. Did you censor everything from here?
It was sent to me censored, so...
You are whoever did that is such a class act. Oh my gosh. Wow, Repzilla. I really hope you're not taking requests from a known doxer about how you should expose doxing, because that would be a very bad look. That would be one of the worst looks possible. So for those of you, if you don't remember that handsome man right there, that would be Repzilla. In his request thread about what videos you should make. Talked about Steve DeLive endorsing doxing on his Discord server. Repzilla.
Do it. Repzilla. Dude, I need a boost. Come on, Repzilla. Make a video. Make another video on me.
Make a video on Steve right now. And the very first thing that I will do is make a video where I play your video, and right next to it is going to be one photo of Angry Slug doxing people, and on the bottom is going to be another photo of Angry Slug requesting the fucking video from you, you stupid bitch. And you know what? Just so you're aware.
And Spider-Man dancing in the corner.
Just so you know.
It's fair use.
A lot of people that watch my channel are in your fucking Discord server, and are probably more than willing to send me all of his fucking requests to you and all of his chats in your server. And I'll fucking know if your dumbass took a single fucking thing from him, and I'll call you out on it immediately, and I will never let that shit go. Get rid of him, buddy. Get rid of him. I know you don't want to. I know you hate being proved wrong, but you're wrong. You need to fucking listen to Daddy Crow here.
We haven't steered him wrong in the past.
We really haven't. That's the thing. We said that Maya was a psychotic cunt, okay? And he was like, Maya is like one of my best friends. Like, I cannot believe they would be talking about Maya, someone who I have a personal relationship with. We said she was a psychotic cunt. Turns out we were right.
What else
you remember doing that video, buddy? You remember doing that video?
Yeah.
How can these people be calling out Maya? She's not a public figure in any way, shape, or form. This is like, she's already admitted to doing some wrongdoing. We should just all drop this right now.
Maya, who's only got like 600 followers on the Twitter, is not a public figure. But this guy, Steve D-Live, who only has 300 subs at the time, and this other kid, Colton, who had 600 subs at the time, they are public figures. So we are going to talk shit about them and make allegations against them. But Maya, she's off limits. You know, that shit.
He's being weird in there to everybody. I you know what I do love? I know that there are people that watch my channel and report back to Repzilla, and I think that's so cute. You guys are awesome. Anyways, I hope you enjoy my Repzilla impression. I hope you guys had fun. We're gonna jump into the story though. It's been 45 minutes. I've been keeping you guys waiting. So spot on impression.
Bro, I might have to go. I'm gonna dip out early today. I'm dying. But
good night, sir.
I'll send you a super chat. I'll watch the stream and I'll be good.
You never sent me the super chat.
I'm gonna do it right now because I know. When I was trying to, my phone was like glitching, and then I came back and you were like waiting for me to respond or something. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Okay, guys, I asked for this person to send me like their, how do I say it? Let me see if I can find their website. So, because I asked them to send it to me and they didn't. But this channel doesn't have a sponsor per se, but we do have one of our good friends started their own business, and I'm going to show you their website and everything. If you guys want to check it out, I really suggest doing so. For those of you who do not know, I am a major fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! I love Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like one of my favorite fucking things in the world. I am constantly, my wife gets pissed at me because I'm constantly playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links on my phone. And recently I decided I was going to get back into playing the game. And
is this a sponsor?
Nah, not really.
Okay. Well, I mean,
maybe.
Goodbye,
maybe.
Kirk. I'll see you in the
goodbye,
chat.
Steve. Goodbye. All right. So this is a good friend of mine started this company. We'll work out details on sponsorships and everything because I mean I can't call him a sponsor unless I put like the stuff into my description and everything. And he doesn't pay me any money, right? He just says, "Hey, Crow, can you talk about this stuff?" And I was like, "Oh, I will absolutely talk about it." In fact, I actually hit him up and then said I would do it. So let's just be clear. I begged him to be a sponsor. And he's like, nope. And I was like, I'll do it for free. And he said, done. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Let me see. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. I run a Dark Magician deck. Dude, I've been building a Dark Magician deck so far. I am so many cards away from what I need. I'm still building up the extra deck with all the link cards. I've been buying a couple of the tins recently, trying to get the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. But I got my 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring now. I've got my 3 Dark Magicians, some polymerizations, my favorite Dark Magician Girl card, and at least 1 link card that I can use in my extra deck. So I'm still working on it right now. But, I live in an area where I guess they have a really competitive tournament that goes on. Hopefully pretty soon I'll be able to actually go out and go into a tournament because I am looking forward to doing that. I don't know if I'm going to do Dark Magician or if I'm going to do Red Eyes. I just really love the new Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, and I'm so excited to build a deck around it. But let me stop bearing the lead here. Let me show you. This is my good buddy. He put this video together because he wanted me to show you guys. If you're interested in purchasing some of his products, I will show you what he has sent to me as well. But let's play this. Okay, there you guys go. So those are his new product line. I'm gonna go over to his website together really quick. I good friend of mine. Yeah, it does look awesome. And actually, these are not, I don't think they're up on the website yet, but he's doing these little sheep tokens. So he's been putting together metal cards to substitute for tokens, and they are perfect. 224 Vic, I love you, buddy. I don't have my deck built yet, dude, but I will duel you as soon as we're able to get it done. It's very expensive because I need 3 copies of Magician's Soul, which are not cheap. Anyways, let me do this really quick because I want to actually go to his site with you guys and show you some of the stuff that he's been putting out there because I think you're really gonna like it. Here we go. Tapio cards. I got a little bit confused by one of the backgrounds. There we go. Okay, so this is his website, tapiocards.com. I'm going to put it in the chat here. And for those of you who are wondering, like, you can't go out, you can't go to like a tournament or anything like that. Right now, Konami has been doing at-home dueling tournaments. So what you have to do is get a camera set up, and they can actually live stream you dueling with somebody else. There is prize money involved now. So it is actually a really good idea to go out there, get your own deck if you're interested in doing these. 224 Vic, I suggest you do the same because they are actually like actual tournaments are going on right now at your own home. And you can get some of this equipment to help you out with that. But these are some of the things that they've been doing. It's my buddy Shadow's been running this. His wife does a lot of their art. As you can see here, this is their collection set. Is a little bit on the pricey side, but you get a ton of value for everything that you see here, right? We're talking, look at all this stuff. So the deck box, the binder, 2-player cloth playmats, and they're actually really high quality. Gold-plated metal field center, 90-piece sleeve packs, 2 hand-painted enamel metal dice. I don't know if you can kind of see it in here. Gosh, let me go see. There you go. Those are the dice right there. These are really cool. These are really fucking cool. 1 enamel metal coin and 6 enamel pins, right? And they're going to be, I talked with him, potentially what he's going to do is sell some of these separately as well. But as you can see, you can get the pins by themselves. This is actually really, this is from the Ash Blossom and Joy Spring hand trap card that a lot of people are playing right now. But all this stuff's on pre-order right now. He's getting everything together. This is, okay. He's got the scapegoat, the scape sheep pin. Scapegoat, man, scapegoat. But he's also doing metal token cards if your deck runs tokens too. So look, check it out if you can. Guy's a great guy. It's really high quality equipment. At HTTP. Oh, let me do that. Berkshark, you are awesome. .com. Berkshark, anyways, have a good night, buddy. 224 Vic, I will consider that. I will consider that. No, it's not a you guys, stop. Look, potentially in the future, this could be a sponsor for us, okay? So we got to do our shilling right. But do check him out moving forward. As they start getting their orders ramped up, he'll probably start putting out some discount coupons once they get more merchandise up on the website. A lot of the stuff there is really, really, really high quality. Yeah, I know. Oh, look at my comments about. Let me just get the shilling out of the way. Check it out. It's a really great value on the set. If you like Yu-Gi-Oh! In any way, shape, or form, you're considering playing competitively or even just casually with other people on some of these Konami live stream duels, you need to go ahead and check this stuff out. I'm building my live deck right now. I'll probably have all the things set up for it by, I want to say, before Christmas or right into New Year's. And then you'll probably see me. Maybe I'll make another channel that's all about just doing duels on live stream. I haven't decided yet, but it would be a ton of fucking fun. Okay, so shilling's over now. Shilling's over. 224 Vic, message me on Twitter or on Discord, and I'll take a look, okay? I'm familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. I don't really like it that much. I like playing the physical cards. but I'm willing to test some stuff out on there. What is this though? Because you told me to look above, and I'm looking for it. Sorry about the confusion with the Steve thing, because the guy on the left of the thumbnail was the guy I got issues with. Okay, look, I'll be clear here. There's a lot of stuff I've heard about the Steve McRae guy, okay? And I'm not here to say Steve McRae is the greatest dude on the face of the earth. The thing is, what I start to realize, because someone does something bad or because someone has like a bad reputation, doesn't mean that you can go and accuse them of all the fucking things in the book and get away with it, right? And that's essentially what Unirock did with Steve McRae, okay? Now, for those of you who are unaware, there was a joint venture between between Steve McRae and a guy named Keith Curtis. Okay, so let me just run into this. It was something called the Non Sequitur Show. It was a YouTube show between these two individuals. There was this massive falling out between the two of them. Essentially, Kyle Curtis did lie about a lot of this stuff. He did screw Steve McRae over, basically booted him off the show, took it over, wouldn't give him his credit, wouldn't give him his money, just a bunch of stupid shit. Walked off with a ton of fucking money that was owed to Steve McRae. Now, Unirock hates Steve McRae, all right? I don't want to get into the nitty gritty of it, but just put it like this. Cannot stand that man. They've had associations in the past. They fucking hate each other now. But Unirock knew exactly how to work his way behind the fucking curtains and keep throwing Steve McRae under the bus, okay? And by that, I mean, he set things up in a way where he was helping two different individuals go after Steve McRae in a really nasty and terrible way. Now, I'm going to highlight something. This is a GoFundMe, okay? If anyone has ever watched Unirock's channel, you've probably been directed to give money to this fundraiser. Legal retainer to fight Steve McRae's lawsuit. It raised $6,000 out of a $5,000 goal. And one thing I want to be very clear here. Kyle Curtis had already stolen somewhere of like $30,000 from Steve McRae. Okay? He went over to Unirock and said, I would imagine the conversation went something like this. Steve McRae is a massive piece of shit. I'm going to be taking that motherfucker out, and I need your help with this shit. And I need you to help me promote my GoFundMe. I'm going to take this guy out. I'm doing it for you, buddy. I love you. I'm just kidding, buddy. I'm just kidding. But essentially, Unirock went ahead and promoted this Kyle Curtis guy. Now, he knows on a personal level both Kyle Curtis and Steve McRae. All right. So he knew the situation between these two individuals. Now, I'm willing to believe that maybe, just maybe, that Unirock is such a dumb piece of shit that he really did believe everything that Kyle Curtis was saying. But also, I don't really feel like that was what was going on. Anyways, he promoted this GoFundMe. All right. And it turns out that the entire thing was a massive fucking scam. Kyle Curtis did lie about what his lawsuit, what this lawsuit was about. He did steal money from Steve McRae, and he went into court with forged documents. Okay, he got his ass laughed out. All right, but while this was going on, right, perjury. We'll read through this. Don't worry, because this is from Steve McRae, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and we'll go through this entire thing. While this was going on. Well, Steve McRae had no money in his account, okay? Could not defend himself against these allegations. Unirock was also teaming up with an individual that many of you are aware of, known as Katie Joy without a crystal ball. And Katie Joy put a lawsuit together against Steve McRae. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking, like, why would Katie Joy get involved in any of this stuff? Well, first off, Steve McRae didn't like Katie Joy. Katie Joy didn't like Steve McRae. And Katie Joy and Unirock were best fucking buddies. So Katie somehow knew that Steve McRae had no money. I don't know how. Maybe it was because she was talking with the Unirock at the time. As we know, she would communicate pretty regularly with Unirock. Well, she knew that he didn't have any money, so she filed a legal complaint against Steve McRae. Well, Steve McRae did not have the ability to defend himself financially, right? Legally. And so she got a order against Steve McRae for total bullshit. It was some sort of sexual assault allegation, a restraining order, basically refusing to let him speak because, and let me show you this here. Let me just pull it up for you guys. This is a Reddit. All right. Steve McRae comment on Let's Get This to Happen. A number of people have asked me about being served by Katie Joy. Okay. This was, to my understanding, before he got served, right? Katie Joy creates an Instagram to profit off the story of Huxley, right? He was calling out Katie Joy pretty regularly. Katie Joy still lying to Twitter about WOACB commentary account, trying to have it removed and still failing. Now, 6 months ago. So this was basically everything kind of stopped about 5 months ago on this Reddit thread. Well, that's when her order against Steve McRae went through, preventing him from speaking about Katie Joy. Unirock knew about this, right? I'm pretty sure Katie Joy only teamed up with Unirock to upset Steve. It's been going on for a while. Now, the thing is, Unirock knew about the beef with Katie Joy. Katie Joy knew about Unirock's beef with Steve as well, okay? They both had beef with Steve McRae. They both worked together to take down Steve McRae. At the same time as this was going on, Unirock was promoting the GoFundMe of Kyle Curtis, a man who had stolen roughly $30,000 on this joint venture that they had together. Now, I find it hard to believe that Unirock did not know that the allegations that Katie Joy was making against Steve McRae were completely fucking bogus. And I find it hard to believe that Katie Joy knew exactly how to take out Steve McRae at a time when Steve McRae had nothing. Yeah, we're all blocked by Repzilla. He's a bitch. Anyways, Unirock knew of the issue of what Kyle Curtis was doing. He knew Kyle Curtis had stolen the money. And Kyle Curtis was recently laughed out of court and is currently facing some sort of perjury charge for showing up to court with forged documents. All right, the court found this out. He's a giant laughingstock. I don't think Unirock has apologized to his community for any of that, right? And I doubt he ever will. But at the same time this was going on, he was promoting Katie Joy. Katie Joy filed fake sexual harassment, assault allegations, got a restraining order on Steve McRae, preventing Steve McRae from ever speaking about Katie Joy. Meanwhile, Unirock is behind the scenes in both of these situations working together, okay? Working together with Kyle Curtis, who had just stolen a ton of money from the guy, having his audience raise money for this thief, and at the same time is backing Katie Joy up as Katie Joy makes bogus allegations against Steve McRae. Meanwhile, Unirock is telling his entire audience about what a massive piece of shit Steve McRae is, because he's doing this, he's in this fake lawsuit, right? And also the stuff that he did without a crystal ball, okay? Actually, let me just highlight this comment here in just a second, buddy. Unirock knew about both these situations, so he knew that Steve McRae did not have the money to defend himself from Katie Joy's fake allegations, but because he hated Steve McRae with a passion, and because he had teamed up with Katie Joy because the two hated Steve McRae, he was more than willing to promote that shit, right? Working behind the curtains, the cuck behind the fucking curtains out there, right? That's why Katie Joy was allowed into his server. That's why when Katie Joy tried to dox people in his server a year ago, Unirock shut his fucking mouth and didn't say anything, okay? He was perfectly happy when it happened then, and we actually have a video pulled up that we'll play through tonight. I'll try to get through as much of it as we can. A tell-all from his own mods who left the server when he started letting Katie Joy in because he knew the shit that Katie Joy was doing. And to my understanding, Unicuck over here actually threw those mods under the bus, okay? That's what a piece of shit this man is. Now, I understand we're going to talk about all the terrible things Katie Joy has done, and everyone wants to cancel without a crystal ball because of the fucking doxing. Don't get me wrong. The doxing is fucking terrible. I still think the releasing of medical records of a 9-year-old is so much fucking worse. And the fact of the matter is, Unicuck knew about that too and was totally okay with it. So what I don't want to see is Unicuck going out there now, throwing Katie Joy under the bus and getting away with this shit when he knew about all of this stuff and was happily encouraging it from behind the scenes. Now let me get over here. See, that's where McRae and me used to be friends on Facebook, always having debates and sort. Called him out for being a hypocrite, blocked me, then talked crap for weeks about me. Mutual friends would fill me in. Hopefully he changed his ways, but thanks for the update. I'll be frank with you. I don't know Steve McRae. He could be a massive piece of shit. What I do know, though, is this Kyle Curtis guy did steal money from Steve McRae. I do know that Unirock promoted the thief, helped raise $6,000 for this thief on his GoFundMe by lying to his community about it. And I do know that he promoted the fake allegations from Katie Joy that got a gag order placed on Steve McRae. So Steve can't even fucking defend himself while these people are going through and destroying his life, putting out these false allegations against him. And the only reason why any of this broke is because Kyle Curtis had literally no case in court and decided to show up with forged documents. That's the only reason why we know that the Kyle Curtis situation was completely fucking bunk. Now, the Katie Joy situation, anyone would have to fucking brain cell to figure that out because the two didn't even live anywhere nearby each other. We're talking multiple fucking states away from each other. And she made the accusation of a sexual harassment or sexual assault. It was really stupid. It was totally bogus. But because Steve McRae had no money because of Kyle Curtis, couldn't defend himself, and got a gag order placed on him. I think they call it, like summary judgment or something. Steve McQueen did what? Yeah. But let's read through this from Steve McRae's website. My point in bringing this up is Unirock knew about all of this and was pushing it from behind the scenes. He pushed Kyle Curtis and he pushed Katie Joy to go after Steve at the exact same time in the most disgusting way possible to make sure Steve couldn't defend himself financially. Okay. He couldn't defend himself legally. And he couldn't defend his reputation while these two were running fucking buckshot on it with Unirock's blessing and encouragement and support. But if you want to know why Unirock was defending everything Katie Joy did up until, he finally got called out by Augie and literally had no defense for anything. This is from Steve McRae, to my understanding. We can see right here, Steve McRae, June 15, 2020. I may be the first YouTuber in history to ever be falsely DMCA'd from my own channel. And he puts the Article 28 for perjury. Just in case there are a few people who haven't been following the Non Sequitur Show drama over the last year or so, let me do a quick TLDR. My name is Steve McRae. In late 2017, I started a podcast and YouTube channel called The Non Sequitur Show with a 50-50 partnership with Kyle R. Curtis. The show was pretty popular and over about a year's time earned around $60,000. That's pretty good. When it came time to pay me after April 15 tax day, Mr. Curtis refused to show me the financials, wouldn't pay me, then removed me and the producer from the channel and took all the money and told me to sue him, which I did. On January 23rd, 2020, the Honorable James L. Gale, in a partial default judgment and ruling of the court, ordered Mr. Curtis to return to me the Non Sequitur Show YouTube channel and all related assets, which Mr. Curtis to this day is in action he has still failed to perform. Additionally, Judge Gale found Mr. Curtis liable for fraud, fraudulent conversion, unfair and deceptive trade practices, breach of fiduciary duty, and breach of contract. I probably said that fiduciary duty wrong. Because Mr. Curtis refused to obey the ruling of the court, the judge had issued an order on a motion for order to show cause. However, due to the COVID-19 outbreak, courts were shut down. We're still waiting for a hearing date for Mr. Curtis to show the court why he should not be held in contempt. Fast forward to more recently. On May 29th, Mr. Curtis, a prior convicted felon, okay, you didn't do that, made a conscious decision to commit possibly another felony by walking in the same footsteps as infamous YouTuber Brett Keane, a YouTuber notoriously known for filing false DMCAs as weapons to try to take down videos and or shut down YouTube channels. For on that day, Mr. Curtis, in an attempt to merely harass me, issued my main channel, Steve McRae, a false copyright strike from, yes, you guessed it, from the Non Sequitur Show channel. So for those of you who didn't follow along with that, Steve McRae has been ordered to receive the Non Sequitur Show and all of its assets because of COVID, right? Fucking Kyle Curtis over here, who is still in possession of the channel and will not return it and is fighting the court on this after receiving an order against him, is basically refusing to give this over to Steve McRae. He then decided to take that channel, which he has no legal right to at this point, and file false DMCAs against Steve McRae, when Steve McRae technically owns the Non Sequitur show at this point. And again, Unirock knows all of this, lied to his audience, and helped that jackass raise raise $6,000. Okay? That's Unirock backing this man up. Okay? So, okay, I think that all the false allegation things are wrong. Sadly, it happened to him. One of our notable debates were over the Kavanaugh allegation. It is ironically comical it happened to him. I mean, look, it's you know, it sucks that it happened to the guy. Yeah. Need some water. I think Katie Joy and UNIC can both eat shit. Yep. Yep. Oh man. Our friends are on Discord talking about Raid Shadow Legends. Why? That's terrible. What you need to do is play a real game like Yu-Gi-Oh. But yeah, so right now, Kyle Curtis, right? He's saying, you know, committed a felony. To my understanding, it is a felony. But again, a lot of people don't see it that way because they don't really understand what the DMCA actually means. But as you can see here, Kyle Curtis lost his lawsuit, right? Lost the lawsuit. He basically stole the show, refused to pay the money that was due. So we're talking, it's a 50-50 split, $30,000 he stole from Steve McRae. McRae is still out the money. He's been ordered to receive the channel and all of its assets, meaning the $60,000. Kyle Curtis has refused to pay it, is fighting the court at this point. Because of COVID, they're waiting for a hearing. And Kyle Curtis, in the meantime, is using the channel to file false DMCA takedowns. And Unirock knows all of this and helped raise that man $6,000 by lying to his audience about this entire situation. Unirock is complicit in everything that's going on with this Steve McRae situation. Upon doing so, I and my lawyer believe that Mr. Curtis willfully committed an act of perjury, as when you sign a DMCA, you are swearing under oath and penalty of law that you own the copyright that someone else has infringed upon. Mr. Curtis Mr. Curtis willfully knew that the Non Sequitur Show channel was legally mine, including all copyright and related business assets for the show, as per the ruling of Judge Gale in the aforementioned case and ruling above. This is a clear case of perjury prima facie. Now, for those of you who want to know what that means, you should probably tune in and watch Ricada Law. But guess what? It doesn't stop there. No. Mr. Curtis then continued to issue 3 more false DMCA notices, preventing me from streaming or even uploading videos for effectively the entire month of June. Remember, Mr. Curtis has already stolen $60,000, which could lead to possible criminal charges when the civil matter is resolved. And now he has possibly committed 4 counts of perjury, where the evidence is clear he lied under oath. We have already contacted law enforcement in North Carolina to try to get a special prosecutor, district attorney, to take the case or file federal charges under 18 U.S. Code 1621, and also have notified Judge Gale of the abuse by DMCA and perjury. So what he's saying is, Steve McRae is look at Hannah's comment. Give me a second. Hi, I'm one of UNIC's mods that's on the stream. I think you are about to listen to. You're spot on with everything you are saying. Hannah, I think that you are the person in the video. If you're talking about the 2-hour long one with all of UNIC's mods, correct me if I'm wrong there. And thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I'll drop a link to the video that was uploaded as well, so everyone can check it out for themselves, because we probably won't be able to get through all of it tonight. The felony was from a previous theft at a church. Are you fucking kidding me? Hold on. Kyle Curtis stole money from a fucking church charity? That's insane. Okay, I take it back. That was God damn. God fucking damn. But thank you, Hannah, for confirming. So again, like I was saying, Unirock knew all of this was happening and was pushing and promoting it from behind the scenes. He raised $6,000 for this Kyle Curtis guy. And all these YouTubers, right? All these YouTubers who get so upset over false flagging, DMCA strikes. Unirock was promoting this shit, knew all about it, is good friends with Kyle Curtis. I do not let Unirock off the hook for any of this, okay? He is so much worse than Without a Crystal Ball because he knew everything Without a Crystal Ball did, Unirock knew about it and was totally okay with it, and then went ahead and did so much worse. I do appreciate that you guys love the streams. I love having you guys on. Emerald, I know you tuned in quite a bit, so I do appreciate that. Raid is a cool new game with over 11 D7 champions. Trout Crow's favorite champion, Steve Delai's squaggly haircut, which gets critical hits on opposing champion. If Raid Shadow Legends ever offered me a sponsorship, I would be the biggest dick about Raid Shadow Legends, and you guys have no clue. I would do the most sarcastic promotion of that shit. Okay. So sorry. I the case may be precedent in many regards. First, regarding the legal standing of business partnerships on YouTube. Second, someone getting a DMCA notice from their own channel that they legally own, but don't have primary ownership because the person who committed fraud has it. And first time someone may be indicted for perjury for filing a false DMCA. YouTube in 2019 sued copyright troll Chris Brady under U.S. Code 17 U.S. Code 512, when he was using them to extort money from content creators, resulting in a judgment to YouTube for $25,000. I could sue Mr. Curtis under 17 U.S. Code 512, but I'm already in litigation with Mr. Curtis for the $30,000, half of the $60K he stole that he owes me now. If, however, some intellectual property lawyer wanted to take this case pro bono for the publicity it may receive as being a very unique YouTube case, I would probably be just fine with that, but I'm still weighing all my legal options. Because of not being able to stream, I'm losing a significant amount of revenue, along with just having spent several thousands of dollars on legal fees and lawyers on defending myself against accusations against one of Mr. Curtis's former co-hosts, which I can't at the moment discuss, but many may be well aware of. Now, I may be wrong here. I'm not... only because I just want to be very sure here. The former co-host for Kyle Curtis. Give me a second here. If someone wants to put in the comments. Now, on the fly Google research. Give me a second, guys. I'm terrible at my job. This is the time when I need okay, here we go. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Hannah. I just saw it. so hold on. So, Katie Joy was the co-host of Kyle Curtis on the show. God damn. Okay. So I've already said that Unirock knew everything going on there. So Unicock, you must know, you must fucking know that these two individuals that you have been promoting, right? That these two individuals, I want to know, Unirock, did you know that Kyle Curtis? I'm not saying that this happened. I'm not saying this has happened. But what's the most believable thing here, right? That Unirock is helping Kyle Curtis raise $6,000 for his little bogus legal case where he commits fucking perjury and shows up with fraudulent forged fucking documents, right? Right? And at the same time is promoting Katie Joy, who's putting out false fucking allegations and gets a fucking judgment against Steve McRae, who Unirock knows can't fucking afford it. And you're going to tell me that both these two individuals both know Steve McRae. They both know each other. They're both talking to Unirock. And there was no, well, what's the term? Collusion. There was no collusion with Unirock to do all this shit. I fucking, maybe it's just conspiratorial. Maybe I'm just nuts. But you're going to tell me, Unicuck, that you didn't know this shit was happening? That you didn't know that these two were both engaged in legal shenanigans with a man that you hated and that you were promoting them individually, and at no point whatsoever were you in communication with either one about each other's lawsuits? This is what I'm saying. Unirock is so much worse than Without a Crystal Ball, because that little bitch is hiding behind the fucking curtain, just willing all of these people to go after this dude that they all fucking hate. And Unirock's over here with his little fucking shield, like what is it? Plausible deniability, right? You little bitch. Fucking hell. This is and everyone's just wondering, why would Unirock blow up his fucking mods, right? Why would Unirock blow up all of his fucking mods, right? Allow a fucking doxer into a server, allow someone who released the medical records of a 9-year-old girl that he fucking knew was doing this shit. And you're going to tell, yeah, they talked about it all the time. Yeah, I know. Because if you put it together like that, that is the only logical conclusion here. That Katie Joy and fucking Kyle Curtis, with the help of Unirock, organized this entire thing, and that it was happening at the exact same time. Jesus Christ, dude. God damn. Fuck. And then you wonder, like, you got to wonder, like, why Unirock would just go down this path, because everybody knows he's already a little bitch, right? Hey, my dude, conspiracy is two or more individuals conspiring to break the law. The conspiracy theory is most investigation. A theory seems kind of likely. I use the term collusion, but yes, I'm sorry, but yeah, no, yes, they are trying to bury him. Look, I don't know what kind of person Steve McRae is. I've heard he's a troll. I've heard he's not the nicest guy in the world. I don't know any of this stuff. What I do know is that Katie Joy and Kyle Curtis and Unirock were all speaking about Steve McRae. I know for certain that Kyle Curtis and Unirock both spoke about Steve McRae because Unirock promoted Kyle Curtis's GoFundMe where for his lawsuit, where Kyle Curtis then showed up with forged documents. I know that the fucking Unirock was in communication with Katie Joy as Katie Joy was making false allegations against Steve McRae, in which Unirock must have known that Steve McRae had no money, right? Had no money, because at the time he was out the $30,000 that he was owed, and fucking Kyle Curtis was attacking his channel and making so that he could not make any money because the dude's a goddamn streamer. So they knew he had no money when fucking Katie Joy went out there, like the cunt that she is, and filed a false allegation against Steve McRae where he couldn't defend himself financially. These people are fucking scumbags. And they're sitting there, like, honestly, right? I get it. I get Creepshow is a bigger name. I understand that you're all upset about her being doxxed, but you're going to tell me that that matters more than all three of these individuals working together to absolutely destroy somebody. Destroy their income, destroy their reputation. That's what Unirock and Katie Joy were doing with this fucking Kyle Curtis piece of shit. All working together. God damn it. It's not even that much of a conspiracy. Like, because come on. They all hated this guy, right? And you're going to tell me that Katie Joy just coincidentally, at the same time that Kyle Curtis has stolen 30 grand from him and has filed false DMCA takedowns so he cannot make any money streaming, that's when Katie Joy just swoops in like the bitch that she is and fucking destroys this man's fucking reputation, fucking puts his gag order so he can no longer speak on it or defend himself. And Unirock is behind the fucking curtains, just stroking his little 2-inch pecker about how he's finally taken Steve McRae down. UNIC got Kyle's number from Katie. They raised the money and got a lawyer and said Steve didn't serve him properly, and then forwards the documents to prove he wasn't served correctly. Yeah, It doesn't surprise me that these fucking disgusting pieces of shit would pull this crap. Bro, coming from personal experience, he's a fucking douche. He still doesn't deserve it. However, karma's a bitch, but that's why I laugh. Bo, I get it. I understand where you're coming from, but like, he could be an awful piece of shit, right? He absolutely could be. But yeah, you're right. It still shouldn't happen. But what I'm saying is, if Unicuck is willing to do this, right? Because this is some intense shit that he was engaged in. Okay? If Unicuck is willing to do this, and you have all these people saying, well, you know, Unirock is finally coming forward and finally bearing Katie Joy under the bus. No. You don't need to like Steve McRae. I'm telling you, I know barely anything about this man. I know barely anything about this man. You don't need to like him to point out how fucking amoral and disgusting it is to raise $6,000 for a fucking thief that goes to court with forged documents, knows the entire thing's a goddamn lie, and at the same time is communicating with another bitch who you all know is a fucking doxer. You all know does some insane shit. Unirock knows that she was leaking the medical records of a 9-year-old girl, right? And this guy's in the center of both of them, helping them out, pushing all of their bullshit. Unirock is just as fucking no. Unirock is so much fucking worse than anything Katie Joy is. Anything Katie Joy is. Unirock is so much fucking worse. God fucking damn. And this is not me trying to be disrespectful of Creepshow Art or the doxing. I completely get it. I understand it. I've been doxed. My friends have been doxed. Their addresses, people that they love. I understand it. I get it. I feel for her. My only point in saying this is that he has done so much worse than just doxing. He has done so much worse than just doxing. And to be very clear here, he also supported the fucking doxing. Ugh. The only reason why Unirock ever threw Katie Joy under the bus, the only fucking reason why, is because he finally got backed into a corner because she's done it multiple times in his server, and he was publicly called out, and he had to fucking say something. Not because he wanted to. Definitely not because he wanted to. God fucking damn. I'm starting to GoFundMe to recoup my legal cost and loss of revenue from false DMCAs and for past and future filing fees by asking the communities to help me as I have helped others in the past. I'm not looking to make a profit, just merely break even when all the dust settles and I can stream again. As most know, I don't make a lot as a YouTuber, which I do full-time, and combined expenditure and loss of revenue of approximately $5,000 is astronomically significant to me, especially when I was already defrauded out of my $30,000 by Mr. Curtis. I'm going to do this. Again, this is not me taking, saying, Steve McRae's a good person or anything, but I will ask you guys just to do this. This is the GoFundMe for Steve McRae. If you're considering dropping a super chat for me tonight, do me a favor. Give the dude like even $1, even a fucking dollar. Even a goddamn dollar. Help the guy out because this is disgusting. This is fucking disgusting. Can you imagine someone doing this to you? Can you imagine you got fucked over by your buddy? Right? Your fucking business partner fucks you over, 30 fucking grand, just steals it from you. A year's worth of work, just steals it from you. And then just to stick the knife in even deeper, destroys your ability to make money for a fucking month. And meanwhile, this other piece of shit has got this hoe on the side who straight up accuses you of being a sexual fucking pervert or something. He throws a gag order on you so you can't fucking defend yourself. Can you imagine that shit for like a second? That's like the worst possible thing to do to someone. Fucking hell. I'm just asking, help him out with anything that you can, okay? It's Thanksgiving. We're going into Christmas. I appreciate the super chat money. I do. Give it to this guy, please. I'm just so fucking angry reading this shit. I'll highlight some of your guys' chats and everything. All right, I'll highlight your guys' chats and everything. I absolutely will. But I'm being as clear as I fucking can here. Share this with everybody that you can. Unirock is way worse than fucking Katie Joy. Unirock is backing everything that Katie Joy does, excuses it, promoted it, was perfectly happy to have that cunt in his server, blew out his own fucking mods to have this bitch in there because she was going after someone that he didn't like in the worst fucking way possible. Meanwhile, this other bitch on the side goes 30 grand from the guy, files false DMCA takedowns of the guy, and this motherfucker helped him raise 6 grand by lying to his audience. Unirock, you piece of human shit. I know we make fun of fucking Rapzilla, guys, come on, man. Go ahead and help this Steve McRae guy out. This is like the worst possible thing you could ever see in the YouTube community. I know we make fun of Rapzilla like nonstop here, right? Because Rapzilla's a piece of shit, right? But at least that guy just wants to surround himself with a bunch of yes men and never be called out for the bullshit. Unirock is the bitch who hides behind the curtain, the cuck behind the curtain, fucking back there, stroking his little 2-inch fucking wiener, right? To all of this shit as they destroy I'm just going to say this right now. I don't know much about Steve McRae, but I got to say he's probably a much better human being than fucking Unirock is. You piece of shit. How do you go to sleep at night, you goddamn piece of human filth? Like, how do you sleep at night? I really do wonder. How do you fucking sleep at night? How do you go to bed? How does your girlfriend fucking look at you, you goddamn amoral piece of shit? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you? You piece of shit. Fucking YouTuber piece of shit, dude. God damn. They all like to say, well, we're all YouTubers. We're all in it together. We have to fucking take care of each other. We have to police ourselves. Then police your fucking selves and do something about this goddamn amoral piece of shit named fucking Unirock. You goddamn piece of fucking shit. You backed fake DMCA takedowns. You stole someone's fucking money for an entire month. You lied to your audience. You raised 6 grand for a goddamn thief who showed up to court with forged documents. A man who literally stole from fucking charities for church. Right? Church charities he stole money from. That's the person that you fucking promoted and led into your fucking community. And meanwhile, you let a fucking doxer that you knew released the medical records of 9-year-old fucking girl, and you backed all of that shit. And then you sit there and you fucking, well, at least no one's bringing it up. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. You false fucking... God damn. God damn. Talk about fucking hypocrisy. I get it. Creepshow Art's a bigger name. I understand it. Look, I feel bad for her. I'm absolutely on her side here. No one should get fucking doxxed. I've been doxxed. Multiple people I know have been doxxed. It's the worst possible fucking thing. I've got a fucking doxer, the dude who's releasing my docs, chilling in fucking Rapzilla's Discord server while that little bitch blocks me on Twitter because he didn't like the fact that I pointed out that a goddamn fucking pervert, potential fucking predator, was sharing hentai with fucking minors, right? Blocks me on fucking Twitter. At least he booted the guy out of his community. At least he did that. Props for doing one thing right in your goddamn life, you piece of shit. Oh, boy. But come on. The only reason why Katie Joe is in that Discord server doxing Creepshow Art is because the last time he was in Unirock's she. I don't want to get misgender because that'd be so much worse than anything these idiots did. The last time that Katie Joy was in that Discord server, she doxed, and no one said anything about it. Except for the mods. The mods were upset. And you know what he did? Fuck it. Well, leave. Fuck you too, guys. Fuck you too. Katie's my woman because she's going after fucking Steve McRae here because I care more about destroying this man's life, his reputation, his income, everything he fucking has. I care so much more about that than any fucking thing in the world. I care about more than my reputation. I care about more than my integrity. I care about it more than my community. Destroying Steve McRae mattered so much more to fucking Unirock than anything else. And anyone who gives this idiot a pass and goes, well, at least he finally called Katie Joy out, honestly, it's probably one of the worst things in the world that you can do to go ahead and forgive a doxer. And it's a good thing that he went ahead and excused this lady for fucking years for everything that she fucking did. It's okay. Like, at least he called out the doxing. The false lawsuit, the false allegations, getting a gag order, someone can no longer defend themselves. Well, now that isn't really fair. Now that's bad. But you know what? It's okay to excuse that as long as you call out the doxing, because everybody knows doxing is the worst thing you can do. Destroying a man's reputation, that's perfectly fine. Taking someone's money, that's perfectly fine. Going after everything they own and love, that's fucking fine. But you know what? Unirock at least put his foot down when it came to doxing on the third attempt. Now, the first two attempts, we can all understand that was just forgivable. That was just some playful YouTube shenanigans amongst friends. Releasing the medical records of a 9-year-old little girl, well, I mean, like, that's no big deal right there, guys. But you know what? At least on the third doxing attempt in his Discord server, he was finally willing to put his foot down and call that shit out. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine? Kat, I appreciate the $4 super sticker. I really do. I am going to have to give the money over to I got to give the money to Steve McRae. I had the money from the Patreon. It should be available in my account. Kat, I got to hit you up for the commission that you went ahead and did for me. I really do appreciate you doing that. But thank you for the super chat. I'm going to be putting that over to Steve McRae tonight because my fucking God, I get it, Bo. I do. I get it. And I'm with you when you say like this person you really don't like, but come on. Like, this is something that you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy. Steve has a millionaire back. Well, that's good. That's good. That's good. Oh, let me see. No, I agree with everything being said about Uni. I just want to clarify. Steven's struggling for legal fees doesn't mean he deserved what Kyle did. Look, I'm going to give it to him. Absolutely will. It's just, you know, there's a right thing, there's a wrong thing. He deserves the money. What do you want me to say? Like, I'm doing the content on this guy and the shit that he's been put through. But can you imagine someone slaps a legal order on you when you don't have the money to fucking actually fight it? That's yeah, no, not at all. Not on my worst enemy. Thank you. And anyone who's gonna forgive this shit, I just, you're something mentally fucking wrong with you. Anyways, even if you can't help the fundraiser, please help share this blog to make YouTube and other content creators aware of the situation, as I've written them multiple times and just get automated responses and or a representative who has no real authority, as I would like YouTube to help in the investigation. Plaintiff is entitled to recover administrative control of the channel as its rightful owner. It is therefore a judge ordered and decreed that a defendant shall return administrative control, primary ownership rights of the Non Sequitur Podcast YouTube channel and other accounts associated with the party's business endeavor to plaintiff. In order to submit a copyright takedown notice to YouTube, the submitting party must assert under penalty of perjury that the complaint is accurate. So he even has the Google Drive here. I'm going to put this into the chat for everybody. But yeah, I mean, again. Oh boy. I don't know how you can be upset with doxing, right? I don't know how you can be upset with doxing and then look at that and say, you know, guys, that's not important to my audience. My audience wouldn't really want to be caring about anything like that. I mean, that's not a big deal, you know. But the doxing to Creep Show Art, well, I mean, Creep Show Art, you know, she's an attractive young lady. She does a Creep Show Art, and yeah. I don't know anything about Creep Show Art, because I'll be honest with you. I don't really care about, you know, what she does. She got doxxed, and that's fucked up. I'm not saying this to like diminish what she's gone through. I'm just saying that I don't understand how you can be fucking upset with doxing when somebody is literally trying to destroy someone's reputation and take away all of their money, right? This should be at least, at the very fucking least, on the same fucking level as the bullshit that fucking Katie Joy was doing to Creep Show. Which, again, the only reason why that was happening in Unirock's Discord server is because the last time she went ahead and doxed somebody, he didn't do shit about it. And when she released the medical records of a 9-year-old girl, Unirock didn't say shit about it. Unirock could have put a stop to Katie Joy at any point and didn't fucking do it. Never bothered to do it. All right, so, oh man, I just what is oh man. Here, let me let's I pull up some tweets. You know, it's been so long since I looked at these. Doesn't this completely destroy Unirock's narrative that I do shit for subs? I get rid of 400 drama watchers, so I'm better off without. Guess Unirock was wrong. Shocking. This is from January 15th. This is, I guess, before a lot of this stuff was starting to kick off. But yeah, this is, I guess, from Unirock's Discord server. I guess they really like talking about fucking McRae in there. which shouldn't surprise anybody. But let's see. Let's go to the YouTube video. Hannah, I'm glad I have you in here. I've skimmed through this, so I'm going to apologize. If there's any parts of this stream you feel are important to highlight, you let me know in the chat, because I'm going to bring it up right now. And let me share the audio.
Hi, guys.
Hey, yo.
How is everybody doing tonight? I'm coming to you guys live with Hannah Banana, Moderate Extreme, and War. And the four of us were ex-Unirock mods.
Actually, and for those of you who don't remember, Moderate Extremist, the beginning kind of tells the majority parts of the story. Okay, that's good. So I should be able to get through a lot of it then. Moderate Extremist is the one who actually highlighted that there was another doxing, or at least attempted doxing, that took place by Katie Joy, in which someone was forced to reveal their identity to Katie Joy because she was out there saying this person was somebody else, like real name and everything. But yeah, Steve is getting the Vic treatment, except, I got to say, Vic's a better person than Steve is, just from what I can tell, right? Vic's just a great guy all around, and he was just absolutely fucking demonized. These people, I just fuck, man. I cannot fucking believe that this shit's allowed to fucking happen, right? And what worries me is, like, nobody talks about this. Nobody fucking talks about this. But the moment fucking Creep Shark got doxxed, they all fucking jumped into fucking line to crucify fucking Without a Crystal Ball. The releasing medical records of a 9-year-old girl, that didn't matter, right? That didn't matter. The fucking calling actually, sorry. Before I play this, I got to get this out, right? Katie Joy, within the course of months, right, got involved in a case in which a little girl was accusing somebody. Damn it, I just got here late. Ghost Out, you're fine. We're about to play the video from the X mods on Unirock server, so we'll get into that. But just to be clear with everybody, and share this out if you can, please do me a favor. Share it out with as many people as you can. Katie Joy got involved in a case in which a little girl was claiming that her mother's boyfriend was molesting her. Was 9-year-old girl screaming in the car. Everybody saw it, knew something was up, right? Katie Joy saw the video and called the 9-year-old girl a little brat, okay? And I understand thinking that, not to jump to conclusions on it. A lot of people just, it's okay, Bo. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. I do appreciate you doing that, because I know you don't like Steve McRae, but it's great that you tuned in. Yes, she called the little girl a lying brat. People just wanted an actual investigation to take place. People just wanted therapist, somebody to talk to the little girl. Judge was blocking all this stuff. Katie Joy tried to insert herself, tried to get the father to use her as a voice, right? And that dad made a damn smart decision by not going to her. Then Katie Joy threw a little bitch fit because a smaller YouTuber with 1,000,000 times the integrity. Actually, I'm sorry. You can't have 1,000,000 times 0 and come up with anything. Let's just say plus 1,000,000 integrity on fucking anything Katie Joy has, right? He went to this other YouTuber. The other YouTuber was covering it. Katie Joy then throws a fucking bitch fit about how this other YouTuber is getting all these subs, getting all these views by covering this, and she's just not experienced enough to be doing it. And then Katie Joy turns around, calls the little girl a brat, releases the medical records of a 9-year-old like a psychopath. Unirock knows all this, doesn't say fucking shit, by the way, right? Totally okay with it, okay? She files a false complaint. Smiley Mama, thank you. Yes. And then the dad wouldn't, so she talked to her mom's PR firm. Yeah, I remember that. And Unirock knew about that too. Unirock knew that she tried to get in with the dad, and when she couldn't, she immediately flipped over to backing the mom, to the point where she called the daughter a fucking brat, released the daughter's medical records like a psychopath, right? And then when all this stuff starts blowing up, when it turns out that not only was the mom actively, disgusting thing, right? actively, yeah, isn't that doxing? Yeah, it would be doxing. She doxed a fucking 9-year-old because she's a fucking psychopath. She's a fucking psychopath, right? And then afterward, right, when it turns out that not only is the mom letting the fucking boyfriend molest her daughter, right? She gets caught in a fucking hotel room where she's got the little girl and 4 other fucking men in there, and then they test the kids and find out all 3 kids that have this mother are on fucking cocaine. Right, we're talking 9 years old and younger, right? That shit was going on, and fucking Katie Joy, the cunt that she is, can't even muster the ability to just apologize for the bullshit that she pulled. And somehow, Unirock knows all of this and was okay with it. And you're telling me that everybody in the fucking commentary community, right? I no disrespect to you guys. Maybe you just didn't know. But I know some of you caught on to it, right? And I've talked about even fucking Repsilla. Props to him for saying it, right? Somehow the doxing of Creep Show Art tops out releasing the medical records of a 9-year-old molestation victim. And the Unirock knows all of this and was perfectly fucking happy with it. Yeah, part of my language, fuck that bitch. Yeah, I completely agreed. But Unirock knew all of this was going on. And then he turns around like Mr. fucking moralistic piece of fucking human shit. And when Creepshark gets doxxed, gets back into a corner and says, I will not tolerate that in my community. But you know what he would tolerate? The doxing of a 9-year-old girl. A molestation victim. He was totally happy with that. That was perfectly fine with fucking Unicock here. And why? Why would he do that? Because Unirock was engaged in this illicit shit behind the scenes with 2 individuals, a fucking thief who steals from fucking church charities, raised that man $6,000 for a bogus fucking lawsuit defense, right? Because that man stole 30 grand from somebody, right? And then issued false DMCA takedowns, and Unirock was totally okay with that too. Unirock was totally okay with that too, right? Unirock was totally fucking happy with that shit. And then went to fucking Katie Joy and promoted her fucking fake claims about fucking Steve McRae. So he had no ability to defend himself and got a fucking gag order placed on him. What the actual fuck is wrong with you people? You're going to sit there and fucking say, Katie Joy, Katie Joy, Katie Joy. I get she's the fucking big name and all this. I understand it. But my fucking God, how do you let this goddamn weasel off with all the fucking bullshit? How? I'm kind of like laughing because it's so fucking absurd. It's like fucking clown world with you people. And moderate extremist Hannah, I'm glad to see you here. Moderate extremist, I watched your video on stream. I told people to go sub to your channel. I sub to your channel. I really appreciate you pointing this out to me because let me be clear, guys. Check out Moderate Extremist video if you haven't already seen it. We played it on stream before. I wouldn't have known any of the bullshit behind the scenes here if I didn't check out Moderate Extremist and find out the fucking weasel cuck that fucking Unicuck is. I would have never known had I not checked out fucking Moderate Extremist. And everybody should. Everybody should. Everybody should. Okay, because you want an ounce, you want to figure out the bullshit that fucking Unicuck's been up to, you need to check this out. Now, I'm going to play the mod chat. Hannah, Moderate, you're probably very well aware of what's in this video, right? But he was fine with all of it. Now he acts like it's all a new revelation to him because he sees her boat sinking. Yeah, the rats run off the sinking ship, 100%. Michael, if you do, I will help you promote it. I absolutely will. You're a good guy. But look, I've said it as best as I can. I said, Hannah, I do appreciate it. And guys, look, I have a feeling that I'm only scratching the surface of the shit that Unicuck has done. Right? I have a feeling I'm only really scratching the surface of it. And already I found a guy who is doing some shady fucking skeet shit in the back, right? With a fucking false DMCA striker, right? 4 false DMCA strikes take someone's income away for a fucking month. Takes away their fucking income for a fucking year, right? 30 grand. 30 grand's a lot of money, guys. 30 grand's a lot of fucking money. And everybody knows you don't fuck with the money. And then a fucking false accuser, a false fucking accuser here, right? Who knows the guy doesn't have the ability to defend himself, So she fucking goes at him, and UNIC knows everything that's going on with both of these fucking people. And to top it all off, right? Oh my gosh. So no other commentator is talking about the doxing of an 8-year-old girl, but my friend Lucky Phil being accused of doxing is more important. Yes, it is. It is. It absolutely is. Augie RFC, if you ever watch this, I know you probably won't because I hear you don't like me very much, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. If you ever get around to it, because I do appreciate that you called out Unirock. I do. Can you maybe, I don't know, spend 5 minutes out of your day, out of the stream you do, five minutes to talk about how Unirock knew that Katie Joy, this cunt, released the medical records of a 9-year-old girl, had previously had doxing in a server by the same individual, and he never did anything about it then. Do you think maybe you can muster the ability to do that? Because I think maybe your audience would like to know that. I think that they would like to know that. I understand that he's not the big fucking fish here. I understand that, you know, he's not the one that's up to fry right now. Everybody's got to be on without a crystal ball because, look, hey, even I had to tag her into this stream, right? Even though this stream's really not about her, other than the shit that, well, you know, let's be fair here. She is involved. She's just like Unirock's fucking puppet. And I call him the cuck, but technically he's the one with his hand up her ass. But come on. Anyways, let's play the mod chat. Let's watch this one together. And Moderate and Hannah, if there's anything you want to point out to me, please do. Guys, I've gone through almost 2 hours of the stream without shilling, so I got to show really quick. We are giving away 3 copies of Cyberpunk 2077 to our audience. I had a sub goal in place, but, you know, we've been gaining the subs, and I really do appreciate that. I'm removing the subscriber goal. All you have to do is be subscribed to the channel, right? Drop a comment on any of our uploads that we'll be doing. We'll probably upload a clip from the stream tomorrow. And you'll be entered in. 3 copies we'll give away. We'll do a random raffle for anyone who's subscribed to the channel on January 1st. We will announce the winners in a video, or we may do a stream just as a special for everyone for New Year's. But please sub to the channel. Do share our content. It is really important that you help us grow. And I do appreciate you doing that for us. So let's go and play the video.
And we're here to tell our side of the story. Who wants to start?
I don't care. Y'all go first.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, buddy.
What do you want to ask me, Princess?
You're awesome,
well,
Michael.
Basically, we left the Discord server in the community, and we all had our own reasons, and
Sure.
I feel like we've been made to look a certain way, and so I think it's important for all of us to get our side of the story out,
Sure.
and so that we can get it over and done with, and it's over. And none of this is going to be hating anybody or being ugly towards anybody. I just want to throw that out in the very beginning. It's just simply so that we can speak our side of the story and what happened.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, whose side do you want first, lady?
Well, Hannah, I think Hannah might have. Who was there before? It was you or Hannah. Which one got there first? Because that's who should go first tonight.
I think War was there before me.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Oh, well, okay. I'm just here because, well, since February, Uni's been lying about me on multiple streams and Twitter and all kind of places, and he has fantasies about what happened and why we all left. And so I just wanted to clear that up. So in February of this.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll probably be interrupting when I have a question because I do have you guys in the chat here. What exactly was Unirock saying about you guys when you left? Because he sounds like the pettiest little bitch on the planet. And if you have any of that, I'd like to highlight it.
This year, Katie screenshotted the Discord, his general room in Discord, of a mod comment that made her mad, and she dropped that in his YouTube live stream, a link to those screenshots, which you're never supposed to share Discord screenshots or screenshots from Discord. And in that stream, she ended up blocking a bunch of people and doing all this. Well, we all had like a talk about it because everybody's like, I mean, what do? We can't moderate Katie. She's got a ranch. And he says, well, just wait. Just wait until the truth of non-sec video comes out, and I'm going to kick her from my Discord. And I have proof of all this, by the way. So
okay, again, I hate to ask, but please send me all of that. I'd really like to see it because I think that's kind of important. So just to be clear here, Unirock is saying that he was going to kick Katie as soon as the non sequitur video comes out. As soon as the truth about that comes out, as soon as he gets one more fucking jabbing on Steve McRae, then he'll kick Katie, right? Once he squeezed everything he can use out of Katie, then he'll deal with her. Until then, she's basically got fucking little God mode card going on. OMG, he said, we are liars crazy. He lies about everything about us. He said I wasn't in his Discord for a year. Guy's a bitch. But I'm sorry to keep interrupting. It's just, sorry. If you have any of that stuff in which he's talking about how he's going to throw Katie out the moment he gets what he wants out of her, I think that's really important to highlight, right? Because he likes to pretend, oh yeah, I've been, I heard people call him like a fucking simp and everything. But, it's pretty clear here that he's not, right? Because it's not about fucking defending Katie. It's about getting what he fucking wants out of her. And then he'd throw her under the bus, which, I mean, he's kind of what he's doing now.
Then in the middle of March is when she asked for Bite Me Now's name. And y'all know more about how that happened. I wasn't like there when it happened. But what made me mad was that the next morning, Maud asked, he said, we're not supposed to ask for personal information. And Rachel said in the general room that, no, we're not. That's never allowed. If this ever happens, come to me. This is not, we're not allowed to talk about personal information. I mean, at this point in time, there was somebody leaking from his Discord, and it was like really locked down at that time. Like nobody could get in there. And it was like a big thing to ask for personal information. Well, in the mod room, 10 minutes later, literally 10 minutes later, UNIC tagged her and said that he was glad that she had done that Bite Me Now was a demi spy and all this kind of stuff. And that led to a meeting that we had. And UNIC says that we all sang Kumbaya and everybody agreed in this meeting, but that's not what happened at all. He got mad and stormed out of the meeting. There was many meetings during all this. And
dear God, there was many meetings.
Yeah. Well, that night there was a meeting with 4 admins, and he told us, I'm not going to name them right now, but I have, anyway, he told us that Katie was going to have 1 million subs in a year, and that it was bad for his business, that the first time she mentioned his name, he got 2,000 subs. And every time after that, it was like 100 to 500 subs that he got. And then.
Oh, okay. Okay, bitch. Okay. He wasn't just, sorry, it wasn't just Steve McRae. He was also getting subs off of her. Well, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. He does seem like the kind of piece of shit to pull that. Anyways, Hannah, I'm on your channel. I'm on your Twitter account right now. Going through the profile. You said you had the image in here. I'll be searching for it while I'm playing the video. So I'll go a little quiet, guys, because I'm doing some research.
The next day after that meeting, after he had just told us 4 admins that, now I was an admin, which he later said I hadn't been in his Discord for a year, but he told us that on a voice chat that night. And the next day we had another meeting where he shamed all of us, that 14 of us had brought this to his attention because we were sick of it. I mean, you said you were going to kick her, you were doing all this, and now you're just making excuses saying she didn't ask for her name and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. And so then the next day, he tried to guilt everyone, saying that he could not believe that we lost confidence in him, that what he was doing this whole time was building a file to expose Katie. And he literally paused and dragged it, acted like he was dragging a file to his recycle bin to throw it away because we had messed up the whole story. We had messed it all up because Kyle Curtis was in the Discord chat that day and jumped into the voice room and heard it. And so he was pissed off. So he pretended like he was dragging it to his recycle bin. Not only did he do that, he deleted it from the recycle bin. And the drama, like he could have got an Oscar or something for doing this. I mean, it was crazy. And so
it was funny.
It was because he dramatically paused and then he's like, all right, guys, I'm going to take this out of the recycling bin and I'm going to throw it in the trash, you know?
Yeah.
Like the name.
And he literally sat there and said, I cannot believe after all the time we've spent together, y'all have lost confidence in me. Now, mind you, 24 hours, but not even 24 hours. He literally told me that because that she was going to have 1 million subs and that this was good for his business and that's what he was doing. I mean,
how is he so certain of that?
I don't know. That's what I'm confused about. And there's been some comments recently since her lawsuit that people have said she's going to have 1 million subs before the end of this year. Wow. And it's like, wow.
I highly doubt that.
Oh, no.
I don't see it happening. There's no way.
I feel like he had to have had some type of evidence to be willing to lose 10 of his mods and stick up for her. It just seems just so.
No,
he was honestly so adamant about saying that she would get to 1 million subs that he was willing to lose.
It's because he's 10 steps ahead, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, right. But I have a message actually that I wrote on.
You guys are mean. She's almost at 1 million subs. She's my ticket. She's my ticket to success and to destroy Steve McRae. I can see him like a fucking goblin just shaking his little fucking mitts together. Fucking weirdo. Fucking disgusting piece of shit.
March 27th. This was the day or two after that. It's to another admin. And hang on, I want to read it really quick. I've got a screenshot right here. I'm not trying to name any names. These people have all. My dad died literally 2 days after this in a fire, like literally. And they none of them messaged me again afterwards. After I left the server, it was just too much for me to handle. And I was, after 2.5 years of being friends with these people and spending time with these people, what I thought were like almost family to me, my friends, that they weren't. Okay, so I was explaining the problem that happened to an admin that wasn't there when it happened. And I said, and FYI, the problem yesterday, this was written on March 27th. And I said, UNIC spent an hour telling me and 3 others in the admin room that 2 days ago that he was not kicking KJ, that it was bad for his business, which I totally get, but all he had to do was say that. If you remember correctly, the last time this happened a few weeks ago, he told everyone just to play nice and ignore her until the Truth of Non-Sec vid came out. This came out last week. He told us every time she mentioned his name, it was going to erase the damage Steve did to his channel. He gets 100 to 200 subs, and every time she shouts him out, he gets 100 to 200 subs. And the first time she shouted him out, he gained 2,000. This was just a few of us when he said that. And of course, I wouldn't say this to anyone else that wasn't there or an admin. People did lose their temper, but I believe if you were there, you wouldn't have been happy either. He told us it wasn't Katie, that it was the mods. It was literally like a slap in the face because she asked the girl's name in general. It was intimidating, and she is a bully. Uni tried to explain what the meaning of name was. He just kept saying that we were all crazy and wrong, and it's his channel. I get it. It's his business, and he doesn't have any. Well, that was into other stuff, but that's about the beginning of. I mean, that's about tells it all. I mean, it
is his channel, but we all used to come together and work together. There was no big I's and little U's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of our knowledge and all of our information was deemed, good work, and we all worked together with him to help give him credibility. And that's why I stuck around,
He just completely forgot that somehow, that the majority of his videos that had real evidence and real content to them came from the help of you guys more than me. But
and I'll go next. I'll tell why I left if you're done, Hannah. Are you done, honey?
I'm done. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. No, the reason why I left is because I got tired of being lied to. There would be instances where situations needed to be taken care of, and I would try to get a hold of him, and he just wouldn't
I do have the images
answer.
pulled up, so we'll go over those in a
You're
little
just
bit.
ignored, and then he'd be like, well, where did this come from all of a sudden? Well, dude, I tried telling you 2 days ago. That's one. Two, nobody would moderate Katie in Discord. Nobody. I was the only. Well, I won't say I was the only one. There might have been a couple others that stepped up, but then she'd run back to Uni and say, "Oh, War's being mean to me. War's being mean." That's what put the target on my back, and I got tired. I saw the direction he was going, and it wasn't toward truth. It wasn't toward honesty. And he said I was over moderating. That's a lie. If I'm such a bad mod, how come I'm still a moderator on channels that are 3 times bigger than his? Okay, I'm not a bad mod. Anyway, he said I was over moderating and that he was just going to take my wrench for a day. Well, dude, I was with you for 4 years, and we never had a problem before until Katie showed up. And until I started trying to work with her on his behalf. And then he started lying on me, saying I was posting things in Discord general chat that should be in the mod room. Well, gee, I got kicked out of the mod room there, Unirock, because you locked me out.
So, Rorschach, just so you're aware, this is the ex-moderators. If you need host. I'm good, buddy. Just so you're aware, because you leave these comments. This right now is a video of the ex mods from Unirock's channel talking about why they left his channel, and a lot of it seems to be over Katie. So let me jump into this really quick, and I'll go back into the video. So this was, I think, related to the comments that were made by Hannah in that video that we were just playing. Let me see here. There's a couple different tweets. All right, now this is the one I wanted to go to. Because that's his girlfriend, I believe. Unirock is the girlfriend, I believe. Right? That's the girlfriend. Okay, so let me... So this is Unirock. Now, I don't know what this original tweet was about, but this is the thing talking about Bite Me Now. Now, Bite Me Now was the person that Katie Joy was attempting to dox in his server. Sorry to stop your stream. No, it's okay. I mean, we should take a break really quick just so we can reference Bite Me Now was the person that Katie Joy attempted to dox in Unirock's server, right? And so I've known Bite Me Now was a Demi spy. Well, who the fuck is Demi? Since she joined. I bring up Demi because Bite Me Now is around. She is who you think she is and trolling. I thought it was obvious that I knew that. I'm happy Without a Crystal Ball called her out. Hopefully she leaves if she's going to sit in here and listen and then take what we say out of here, as opposed to Demi apologizing or at least explaining herself and rejoining. Just making sure everyone is on the same page. But now that I've typed it in here, obviously I'm going to have to stop reverse Demi trolling operations. Okay, so just to be very clear, Bite Me Now was doxxed. Sorry, Katie Joy was attempting to dox Bite Me Now, and Unirock was in his mod room telling all of his moderators that he was very glad that Katie Joy was attempting to dox somebody. That's Unirock right here. You know, Unirock, Mr. Morals over here, he would not allow fucking doxing in his community. He wasn't going to allow that shit in his community. Right here, right fucking here. I am glad. I am proud. Fucking piece of shit. Yeah, fuck her. She is a monster. Fucking right. Fucking right. So the thing is, like, oh man. So again, Unirock was totally okay with this, but now this was the Next thing, right? Let's go back into this tweet. So 2+ years of time, research, and loyalty in 11 days after losing my dad in a horrific accident. Unirock TV took my Discord and YouTube admin mod role for missing a meeting I was unaware of. He didn't even have the decency to tell me, I don't even know you anymore. And this is his cunt of a girlfriend, right? People say it constantly. Y'all have a lot of mods here. It doesn't mean we get sucked if we get rid of some. In my opinion, it just means we were dumb to mod them in the first place. You fucking cunt. You stupid bitch. Fuck you. Like, seriously. It doesn't surprise me. It should not surprise me. It really shouldn't surprise me. This is all crazy, to be honest. No, this is like literally. Okay, so he's a doc supporter. Yeah, I mean, he is. He fucking is. He fucking straight up is. Jesus, man. Oh, man. Oh, fucking man. So, we can at least confirm just right off the bat, right? Just so everyone's on the same page. Unirock, beyond working behind the scenes to destroy Steve McRae in the most disgusting, amoral, and disingenuous way possible, was also involved in this shit over here, where he was attempting to how do I say it? Where he was attempting to call out a demi spy and was proud that Without a Crystal Ball was doxing in his server, right? But as soon as he got called out, because now she went after a bigger fish. Well, though then yeah, no, now he's not okay with it. Again, anybody attempting to give this piece of shit a pass needs to call him out, because he is doing so much worse shit than Without a Crystal Ball. He even blew out his fucking Discord mods and then told them to go fuck themselves. Yeah, they're all liars and crazy. They only have all these fucking messages from my mod chat, which I should have, probably made sure that they didn't have. Fuck, man. Fuck. This guy's a fucking monster. Fuck. Why do I think these people didn't pass the 8th grade? Because he's fucking Unirock. I mean, that's a pretty logical guess there. And, I mean, you know, Katie Joy, I mean, 8th grade, fucking 5th grade. Let's go back into it.
And so the only way I could leave you a comment was in the general comments of the room. Anyhow,
he treated you like shit. It was bad.
He did.
He did. And I said, I'm out. I'm not a liar. That's one thing I'm not. I might be a lot of things, but I can't abide a liar. And those are just some of the reasons why I said, okay, boss, you have fun. I told him, I said, you keep my name out of your damn mouth, and I won't say nothing about you. But what has he done for all these months? Talked smack about all of us, ran us all through the mud.
Yep.
And that's garbage. And it just, his true colors are just have been shown, revealed, you know. So,
well,
anyhow,
to your
go
point,
ahead.
To your point, one of the things you did one night is another moderator was attacked by a creator that he desperately wanted to work with because that person had a problem with Steve. So it was another situation where he was ignoring that person's behavior. That person's no longer they're on YouTube now, but with a different name, doing a different thing. But it's not too hard to figure out who this person is. They attacked another moderator and were posting things in all kinds of other Discord servers about that moderator, came into Unirock's Discord server and attacked her out of nowhere. I couldn't find an admin. I couldn't find anybody. I found you, and you put an end to it. The thanks you got for that is that, well, if there wouldn't have been a failure in moderation in the first place,
they got a kick in the ass.
Yeah. Literally told us that Katie wasn't the problem, that it was the failure of moderation. It was a slap in the face to hear that. I mean,
yeah,
it was.
He told me that. Yeah, I was just a bad moderator, you know, and so I remember that. Go ahead.
And that wasn't Katie. That was just another example of every time you tried to do the right thing and work above your pay grade. You know, you weren't even an admin. Technically, you could have said, sorry about her luck. It's, you know, that's what's going to happen when Uni lets people like that in and washed your hands of it. But no, it was the middle of the night. You went into voice. You straightened it out. You stopped it. Finally, an admin did show up, and then that person just left. But you got zero recognition for the things that you did, and you were always around, and you were always doing stuff that technically you didn't even have to do. You were totally unappreciated, in my opinion.
Well,
I think that we all were. That's another thing. He said, I'm sure we'll get to it, but it really just bugs me after in July when he named me in his Periscope and asked me all these questions that he said that I would ignore. The Periscope he muted me in and then later blocked me, but then said he didn't block me because he's playing semantics. He asked me all these questions about that wouldn't matter the answer, but when I went to his YouTube stream 30 minutes later to show up, somebody that was actually Katie's, I was getting nailed in there by everybody, because that's the thing. When he decides that he doesn't like somebody, his whole audience turns on you, which is just so wrong, because I don't have a problem with any of them. But either way, they were.
I mean, I got to say though, that seems to be pretty commonplace with most YouTubers. And I don't know if you can really blame the YouTubers for this really, but their audience tends to just side with that person, regardless of what's being said, really. And it does suck. I'm not excusing that behavior. I just mean, like, I don't know how you fucking address that, because at the end of the day, they are just going to side with, you know, they're just going to side with whatever the YouTuber told them to say, right? And it's nasty. It really is. But unfortunately, that's basically what went on there. All right, let's go back into the video. Sorry, guys.
I was there because he had just asked me all these questions 30 minutes prior on Twitter and on Periscope, and he wouldn't answer me. Well, because I was like, hey, I'm here to answer all your questions that you say I'll ignore. Well, this person tagged him and tagged me and said, Hannah's here. I think she deserves, since you just got done saying that, to, I think, here she is, you know, you just got done saying this stuff about her. I think she deserves for you to read her comment. And he said that didn't happen, that he didn't just do all that. And in that stream, he said that I hadn't been in his Discord for a year, that I was a crazy conspiracy theorist, and he couldn't believe he ever worked with anybody like me. I'm where he got most of his information. You were there, Ward, with the Q thing, with all that. I mean, I dug and would take it to him like on a silver platter. And for him to sit there and say he couldn't believe you ever worked with him. I mean, I'm not saying that he didn't work. He didn't do it. He actually had good information them halfway. But I mean, I literally helped him, and he just turned around and acts like it's nothing. I mean, whenever you're not good for him anymore or not helping him anymore, he just washes his hands of you, which is why there's 150 people here. I mean, yeah, you're disposable to him. Everybody is.
No, I'm with you. But he's a piece of shit.
That this is like a hate thing. He literally called me a Steve troll in that Periscope. I have never talked to Steve ever in my life. I've never conversed with any of those people. And he called me a Steve troll and said, I mean, it cracks me up.
He said that about me too. I think that's his go-to. And I mean, I have nothing against Steve, but I just haven't. And so
yeah,
that's
I mean, but I wasn't even around when he was covering Steve. Like I said, I had been in his Discord, and I don't know. It was just crazy to me. And he also said that I hadn't been in there in a year, but he made me an admin on March 17th of his Discord. And that's what he's so mad about, I believe, is because he didn't see that I wasn't going to stick with his channel over anything. I'm not there.
And he seems obsessed with Steve.
And I stand up
the shit that he's pulled, honestly.
Right, and that's not right. You're not going to sit here. And he literally caused a fight with every other creator he ever worked with. Before these people, back with the Q thing. I mean, everybody, that's what he would do. He would work with somebody, cause a fight with them, work with someone. And so I gained friends. I made friends with these people that he was working with that sometime, and then he would turn around and do something stupid. And here I would sit there and take up for him until I was blue in the face, which is why I know how the people that are defending him now, I don't take any offense to it. I don't do anything. I know how they work because I was that same way. But
oh yeah, I fought with people for him that later on, once I got away from uni, I found out, why did I do that? These people are all right. It was just, you know, you fall into it.
Yes. Well, see, that's the thing. It's his toy, and he picks it up when he wants, and you have to be ready at a moment's notice. Okay.
Steve McRae is another YouTuber. He is obsessed with Steve. I mean, like, I get having beef with somebody. I really do. I just don't get what's with the absolute insanity when it comes to Steve McRae, right? The bullshit that he pulled there. I mean, that's next level. That is not just, I'm beefing with this guy, I want to see bad things happen to him. No, it's like, I am going to ensure that he has no life, no reputation. I'm going to go after every fucking schmeckle that guy's ever earned. I'm going to fucking take it all away from him. I'm going to fucking promote the worst things I can possibly do just to make sure he is fucking destroyed. That is just, I mean, there is like nothing you can say to me that will ever excuse the bullshit that dude's done. Oh God. All right, so sorry for interrupting. We'll go for we'll get 30 minutes in, and then we'll go ahead and end the stream there, guys.
To join in and participate. All right. And if you don't do it the way he likes, or if you have a different idea or a question or what, you know, it just isn't addressed or accepted. And yeah. Anyhow.
Well, I'll tell a little bit about my story. I found him through the debunking he was doing on DNAJ Line 7, Timothy Holmesett, those guys, because that was the content I was interested in, that red pill to pay the bill stuff. And as soon as I joined was right about the time he was rebranding from that and going into Flat Earth. So I didn't get to see much of that. And that was really why I was there. But I figured, hey, you know, if the guy was good on this other stuff, he's going to be good going into this new material. I'll stick around. So I did. And it was like, okay, this isn't my thing, but I'll wait for the next thing, and I'll wait for the next thing.
God
the next
damn.
thing that came up was his big blowout with everybody that was debunking Flat Earth, and his, you know, switching sides and teaming up with Katie. It was like, all right, now we're into makeup. I went from debunking the creepiest people on YouTube to Flat Earth to the makeup crowd. But okay, you know what? I'll just wait a little bit longer because this has got to get better. This is okay.
He just kept telling us that it was going to be over soon.
Yeah.
Right. And I've got
He's
nothing
still
against,
saying that. He's still telling them all that he's going to be over the Steve Katie stuff soon, and they're still talking about it.
and I've got nothing against anybody. I've got nothing against the makeup crowd.
I'm
That's
sorry.
cool.
Sorry.
It
This
wasn't
was
my bag,
November 21st.
But okay, I'm going to live with it. And then it turns into this big targeted harassment campaign, his favorite phrase, against Steve. And it's like, he's going to tolerate all this bull crap from Katie. Katie would come into that server having a Karenoid Karen attack with, I think I know who someone is, and just drop a phone number. Just drop somebody's cell phone number, and it would have to get screenshotted and deleted. And
whoa, okay. So I gotta ask, like, he's made streams on Steve's for hours a day for most of this year. God damn. Yeah, I think he has a very unhealthy obsession with him. But I have to ask, right? How many times was Katie doing that to people? Like going in there and posting people's phone numbers and shit? Because that sounds absolutely fucking bonkers. That just sounds absolutely bonkers. I wonder how many times was she in there just dropping phone numbers and names and just doing that in his server? Because it sounds like, I don't know. It sounds like she's just fucking batshit fucking insane. And I'm sitting there going like, oh, you can't be that bad. But like, no, she is. And fucking Unirock just totally said, do it. Fucking weirdo.
And we kept going through this and bringing him this information day after day. It's like, hey man, she did this. And either he wouldn't deal with it, he'd send another admin to just tell us, listen, just block her. Don't worry about her. When he's done with the story, we won't have to ever see her again. And it's like months go by, and she's just getting worse, and she's getting worse.
She can't be moderated.
She can't be moderated. She can't be spoke to.
She has a mod role. And then he's arguing with everybody that she doesn't have mod responsibilities, but doesn't. Remember that, guys? We literally had so many meetings about her not being a mod.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's
If
had
I can
after she literally screenshotted a moderator in Discord, dropped a link to that live stream, and then proceeded to fight with that moderator in the live chat and other mods, and then block a bunch of other people when she got mad and went on had a pissy fit.
Another reason why I left is because the Joe investigation was disingenuous.
Oh my god!
That's all
Yes, the CW Chanter thing. That was another thing. It just never ended.
That was disingenuous, and I reamed him for it. Many people, a lot of us did, but yeah, it wasn't.
God damn!
Remember this, guys. There's always a straight line.
What, 3 to 4 times a week she was doing this shit? God fucking damn. So the constant meetings and everything were because she kept pulling this crap. And kept pulling this crap. God fucking damn. That is just nuts to me. That is fucking bullshit. How did you deal with that? Like, how do you fucking deal with that? That fucking woman's insane. Shit. Oh man. Oh fucking man. Guys, sorry. We're at 2.5 hours, and I swore I would stop streaming past 2 hours to my wife. She will take away my phone and will never let me won't let me stay up late anymore. So I'll have to head out for the night. I would not. Yeah, you probably wind up with a fucking knife in your throat. Jesus. Okay, I think we got through a lot. Hannah, I added you on Twitter. If you have any more information that you want me to cover, I'll probably, if there's more here to go over, I'll do some more on this guy. I'll try to get a clip from this stream. I don't know, because it takes so long for YouTube to finish the processing on it. Sometimes it's instant, sometimes it takes, it like won't be up for like 30 hours. But rest well, Steve. I mean, thank you, Kai. Thank you. But I go ahead and hit me up. Let me know if there's more information, because I would like to still cover it. There will be a couple clips up from the stream tonight. My little intro where I was trolling a bit, and then part of this where I kind of figured out that Katie and this fucking Kyle Curtis piece of shit knew each other. Joe, if you watch the start of the stream, I was having a little bit of fun, so you'll probably enjoy it. But thank you so much all for tuning in tonight. I really do appreciate it. Link to the Patreon is in the description. As you probably are all aware, we're doing a giveaway of 3 copies of Cyberpunk 2077 to our audience. 1 additional copy will be given away to 1 random Patreon member. And just to say thank you to everyone who supports us on Patreon: Turtle, Pixelexia, Rev, Alexa Graham, Luna Karanina, Geeky Pixie, Steve DeLive, Jess, Kat Thomas, Julian Cyan, Dagger, Ali, Katie Ambro, Lauren S., Ravenous Hound, Chris Anonymous, Jonathan Murillo, Origami Maria, and Devil Hunter Nero. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. We really do appreciate it. And thank you all for tuning into the stream tonight. Hopefully we can all hang out another night, and I look forward to seeing you guys then. We'll be on tomorrow at 10:30, same exact time. We'll put out a notification on Twitter and on YouTube when we got the stream ready to go. 10:30 at night. Good night, everybody. Yeah, let me just